All right, we are live with it. Cool. Let's see. Hopefully StreamYard works. We've had better luck with StreamYard when we don't have a good connection. God damn it. How the fuck am I opening all these things? I'm telling you what, as much as I was hyped about having a new vehicle with all the fancy things, I almost, on the other end of things, don't like these new vehicles because they do a bunch of weird things and shit for you when you don't know you did it. All right, so let me set you guys up on the gimbal, and then I got to take a minute or two to just kind of get myself situated here. It's a little chilly, so I want to put a few layers of clothes on, and I guess get my bearings here before we start just walking around. So hang tight, guys. Enjoy the view. Oh, comment section. I forgot. Let's see if my comment works. Hello. I don't know like kind of how this works. What's up, guys? Give me a second to set up the chat here. It's kind of a little weird the way it's on my screen. I'm not a fan of this. Let's see if I turn this around like that. Does it do anything? All right. Well, I can see chat this way. Just give me a second to figure things out too. And I might like to reach out. I might have to turn you this way or that way. Actually, what is this? Share your referral link. That's stupid. I don't want to share that, but it's blocking the chat. Okay. Yeah. Don't delete. I'm going to delete that comment. I don't know why it's just posting weird shit like that. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Let me close this. I got you.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I apologize about that. All right, guys. So yeah, let me just add some layers and then we're going to start walking. Yeah, we're here. I'll here early. Me, about probably hundreds of other people had the same idea. So, although I'm usually pretty good at getting at places fucking early, I'm going to have to get here like super early. Wow, that's strange. Makes a weird noise. There's a lot of weird things a lot of these vehicles here in California do that I've never seen here in New Mexico. One, you got all these like Waymo or Wayvo vehicles that are self-driving, like completely self-driving, okay? It's not like the Teslas where there's a human in the driver's seat. So it's kind of trippy watching cars just driving themselves everywhere with nobody, some passengers in the back. And then like that car, did you see it? It made some weird sound. It sounded like it was a fucking chime, like I don't know. Welcome to Pentium, like you'll turn your computer on chime. What the fuck's going on? But yeah. So here's one empty space if somebody wants to on this hike. This might be worth some money here. All right, hold on. Actually, let's see if I can sell it for $100 to some dumb tourist. I'm just gonna block it. When somebody kind of drives by slowly, I'll be like, we have a spot available. It is an upgraded fee today because it is Saturday and it is Easter weekend. Generally, it'd be $59.99. per hour. Today, because it is Easter holiday weekend, we are willing to waive the per hour time limit and do an all day pass for $99.99. We accept all forms of payment, including Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. How would you like to pay for that today? And boy, is it a gorgeous morning, isn't it, folks? That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. This boy can sell ice cream to a nun on a hot, and I mean a hot Sunday afternoon. And I'm talking some chocolate ice cream. All right, let me shut the fuck up and hurry up and get ready. But hopefully, you guys have some decent coverage. I'm using StreamYard right now because of just whenever you don't have a good data connection, StreamYard usually works out for whatever reason. I don't know why. So, and it's not my go-to. So, TTS, for example, I don't have it on still. I apologize. I'll have that ready at the next place we go to. I just basically just want to get the fuck out, walk a bit, stretch, and share it with you guys. So I apologize if you guys do a donation and I miss it. Just let me know, and I will definitely shout you out on the next stream. And then if you do it, do not donate TTS at all. If you do by accident, don't worry. I can still replay those messages, and I will be doing that once I get that officially and permanently set up. So we're still kind of fine tuning things, but we're getting there. We'll have it fine tuned by tomorrow, definitely. So enjoy the view for a second. Let me get on a few layers of some clothes, and we're just gonna start walking. Watch, there's probably like 100 available spaces up towards the top. See, that's kind of the thing when you come to touristy places. You got to kind of, a lot of times people will just follow people. So, like, for example, like this is one of these places where, like, there's parking as you're going up what seems like a hill, right? So, obviously, when you see a bunch of people parking at the bottom of the hill, you're going to assume, oh shit, they're probably parking here because there's no more spots available at the top. But I've also learned when you just kind of keep driving to the top because people are thinking there's no spots and they're just parking at the bottom, there usually is some spots available towards the closest part or the area people generally think they can't get parking. So just got to be smart with it. Um, it's always best to get here as early as possible is my advice. But basically, don't be an ant sometimes is the best way I can put it, you know? Don't be a sheeple because the sheep sometimes will get you slaughtered. All right, we got some layers on. Like, for example, like switching back and forth, that's a pain on StreamYard. So I'm just gonna have to do this. You know, for the most part, I think you guys are kind of tired of looking at me. So your view should be this for the most part. All right, let's read some chat for a second. Unfortunately, I got to flip it like this to read the chat. So we've got, hey, Wishy Bishy. This is 2025. You'd be surprised. Those nuns got motherfucking Venmo now, okay? They will always accept the payment for God. And being that they can accept payments, they can also pay payments. They just might not tell you that. All right, we got Wishy Bishy in the chat. Safe travels. Good morning, Wishy Bishy. We got Kelly Rodriguez in the chat. Yes, I am at some area of the observatory. I don't know what point, but we're going to make our way up towards the observatory, so we'll be there. What up, Jack Mehoff? Good morning. Never open when I go. I know it opens at 10 a.m. It's probably not going to be open when we get there, but I know the public can, for free, walk around the observatory, and you got still a good view. We'll see. I'm going to take you guys up there. So, yeah, I sound like shit. Rental car is definitely awesome. What up, Flip Flat? Dude, I was running well, let's not go there. Yeah, but I'm sure there's a lot of illegal things going on with those self-driving cars. I remember when the delivery services started, the drug dealers were using, these what are they? I don't use food delivery. What are some of them? What's the big one? DoorDash, right? DoorDash. They were using like Uber Eats, DoorDash, packages, because in addition to food, they also offered courier services. So you got these innocent people literally delivering a box full of who knows what, to all these shady ass spots too. What up, Jack Mahoff? Any video bad or just mine? Well, the video is probably not going to be good because we don't have a good stream connection here, so it's just going to be what it is. Okay, so hopefully it gets better. But if it is bad on your part, it's probably because it's bad on everybody's part. All right. I know a lot of people might be new to the IRL scene, so unfortunately, especially when you're up in these mountain areas, you don't get good connection. And the big thing when you're doing IRL, you have to have a solid, and I mean solid, data connection. You can, like, for example, if you're not doing streaming, you can be up here and watch YouTube all day long, no problemo. But when you're streaming, you got to be able to upload, not download bandwidth. And when you're uploading bandwidth, especially a lot of bandwidth, like when we're live streaming, you need a fucking solid data connection. So unfortunately, when we're up in these kind of mountain areas, it's going to cut in and out. Sometimes you can't even stream, period. So there might even be a point where I'll just lose you guys. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully you guys can stay with me until we get to the top, but just keep that in mind. So yeah, generally when you go to these kind of mountainous areas, it will get a little spotty every once in a while, but hopefully for the most part, at least you guys will at least get a kind of an idea, for those that have never been to this area, of what the Griffith Observatory Park or area looks like. Also, keep in mind, if it just gets too bad, um, you can also catch the VOD once I'm done, and YouTube automatically has their editing software cut through all the dead spots. So what'll happen is when you watch the actual replay, it should just kind of, I mean, it might look kind of jerky just because it's cutting all the dead spots, so it might jump different scenes, but at least it would be fluid. You know what I mean? So you may want to also try that if it gets too bad, is just go do some things this morning and then come back and watch the replay. But hang out if you guys, if it's, okay, I would still encourage you guys to hang out. But yeah, we're about to take off. So let's see how this works. I just need to put some tennis shoes on, just kind of safeguard the vehicle, make sure I got all my valuables inside. I feel like a safe area here. I don't think there's many crackheads that make it out all the way to the mountain areas, but hey, you never know. I would love to be out here, to be honest with you. I'd be living out in these fucking forests, cracking away. All right, so let me get some shoes on. Hopefully you guys don't see my pee bottle. Yeah, I had to use a pee bottle last night. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and hopefully we need to find a trash can because I want to dispose of my pee bottle and some of my trash from eating shit in my car last night. Ugh. I always hate the morning. In the morning, when you sleep in your car, the morning after is always rough because you got a mess in here. You got wrappers and empty bottles and pee bottles. So it always takes me a minute or two just to clean up in the morning, but at least we can throw away our trash. I'm not going to have you guys hang out with me while I clean up, but at the minimum, I'd like to throw my pee bottle if I can. Oh, what up, Papa Boyle? Don't some of you motherfuckers sleep? Oh wait, I forgot you guys, the RV2. Some of y'all are some of the what do they call it? The rollover from RV2 people, which welcome. I welcome the new viewers. But goddamn, you motherfuckers, I don't know if it's because of the drugs you're on or what, but maybe maybe you're not on drugs and you just drink a lot of coffee or whatever, or you could be an insomniac like me. But goddamn, you guys are with it. You guys are you're definitely dedicated viewers, I'll tell you that. Definitely dedicated. But good morning, everybody. I'm just fucking with you guys. I would hope by now the new viewers Don't freak. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. I'm just going to wear this hat that I have. I didn't put my socks on. I don't even know why I grabbed socks and I didn't put them on. Oh, well, I don't care. It's going to be a no sock day. All right. So let's see if we can find a trash can and throw some shit. If not, we're going to start walking. Let me just make sure I have my fucking stupid ass keys. Of course not. That's always the problem with these stupid electronic keys that will start and unlock and do everything, even though they're not on your physical body, which is not very, maybe for most people it works out, but for a guy like me, it is not a good idea. I do not do good with these keyless entry crazy things. Okay, I do. I see another trash can. So we're going to make our way to the trash can with a little pile of trash. I'm not a big sock guy, man. They hold moisture, which causes, especially when you're, it's a double-edged sword. Like when you're out hiking, you obviously need socks because you need a barrier between your foot and, the friction, or else you're going to just have blisters all day long and then you can't hike or do anything. You're done. But then on the other hand, socks also retain moisture, which can cause a lot of funky shit to go on your foot, which again, if you're not careful, can fuck up your foot and then you're over with, no more hiking for you again. All right, so I have trash here. Damn, those people just left their trash like that? That's pretty fucked up. I guess we'll just throw it away from them. Assholes. Jesus Christ. It's like such a beautiful area here and you just fucking leave your trash like that. How hard is it to pick up fucking receipt? All right. So let's go throw our pee bottle away in our trash. Oh, raccoon. Hold on. We found some nature. Damn it, I can't zoom in with StreamYard. Hopefully you saw that little squirrel. Not a raccoon. What the fuck am I talking about? Squirrel. Just run by. So you can't say that we didn't see any nature. All right, let me jump over to chat. So sorry if you guys in chat either with StreamYard. I can't see chat till I turn this around. So what up, everybody coming in? We got Donovan. We got Flip Flat. Not yet, but I'm not done yet. I got to go back to the car. Just want to throw away a few items. I'm going to have fun. You guys will probably be coming in and out. It's going to be one of those streams, but we're not going to spend a lot of time here. Yep, there we go. So we're back online. Yes, we're definitely going to have a lot in and out. I'll tell you that. But you know what? Hang tight, because maybe once we get to the observatory where it's a clearer view and we don't have these little mountains around us, I would hope, just common sense tells me we would have a nice clear reception. So you can hang tight, deal with the in and out, or just, watch the replay later. But I'm pretty sure once I get to the top, I'll have a good view. And either way, I'm still going to record once I get to the top. So regardless, you will still have a video of the Griffith Park Observatory at some point today. But hopefully you can follow me live. So, all right, let's go. Let me just organize the inside. Let me get my man bag and make sure there's no cords out. I heard you don't want to leave cords. Get my expensive little everyday carry flashlight. Make sure I got my wallet. That's kind of important. Kind of need a wallet these days. All right. Make sure I have a backup flashlight in case we get lost out here in the wilderness. You never know. Always be prepared. The motto of Scouts. Oh, Jesus. Or Eagle Scout, excuse me. I think it's either Boy Scout or Eagle Scout, which I am also an Eagle Scout. A lot of water, a little bit thirsty. That's just a stupid trash. Those are some oranges that can stay. Actually, take it for a little snack, a little health snack for the top. Replenish the energy, some sugar in my body, some of that natural sugar. All right, so we got a few little mini oranges. You know, just put a water bottle in. I got my other phone, which acts as my other camera. So if we get some nice panoramic views, we can take some pictures. I might as well take my other camera, my Polaroid, in case there's a nice Polaroid opportunity. Sorry, I'm still waking up, y'all, if you can't already tell. I know by probably after tomorrow, I'm going to be wiped, bro. I'm basically on 3 days going hard with like maybe no more than 4 hours of sleep. All right. Oh, let me get my cables. Oops. Whoopsie. I hate just throwing cables like this, but for time's sake, we will and are. Let me just check one last thing in the trunk, guys. Sorry about the view. Hold on. Let me fix that for you. Give me a sec. Let me put you right here. Sorry about that nasty, dumb view. All right. We're almost done. We're going to start taking off. What do we got back here? One crap. We got water. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh my God, dude, this is so much crap. I'm gonna have to do something when I get to San Francisco, because San Francisco, you gotta literally leave your like trunk basically open. You know what I mean? You can't lock shit up in your trunk. They'll break that shit. You gotta literally show that you got nothing of any value in your car, even a fucking penny is what I've told. And it was, yes, that bad is what I've heard. But you know what? Sometimes the internet makes it a lot worse than what it really is. But honestly, I've read so many different reviews and it's all the same. So I have a feeling it really is that bad. But I guess we'll find out when we get there. I'm not going to kick it until I'm there. But it definitely does give me a little bit of some, you know, not anxiety, but definitely puts me on the alert, you know, to just be cautious of everything when I'm over there. Okay, so I got Oh, don't shut the trunk until you check your key. We know that rule. Okay, got the key, shut the trunk. Let's secure the key in my bag. I don't want it in my loose ass pocket. We'll just do a double check too that we're parked in a free parking spot. Just a little walk around. And then we're rolling. We're ready to go. I promise you, we're going. We're going right now, ladies and gents. Ah, thank God for drawstring pants with elastic waistbands. Oh, where did I put my water bottle? It should be in my bag full of crap. Is it? Probably not. The one thing I need the most. Always, always. Glad I checked. And there it is. All right, let's put that in the bag. I'm gonna take a swig though. Oh, fuck, man. I'll tell you what, the one thing I don't like about IRL is all the bullshit you have to do when you need to take. I'm just kind of one of those just kind of get up and go guys. And yeah, this kind of sometimes is like you got to set up the stream, make sure you got the speaker on, make sure the settings are good. Well, at least if you care about your stream. Some people don't give a shit. Like the e-baggers, they just turn that shit on. They don't care if you can't even hear them or not, you know? As long as they can sign language, I need money. That's what they consider a good. They're good. As long as they can see me crying, we're good. All right. Oh, yeah, we got to lock the. Goddamn, NJ. We're at least the trash cans are seem clean. All right, here we go. Hopefully, you guys are there. I didn't realize you guys were connected the whole time I'm chatting, which is good. I was just kind of chatting shit. Let me just get out of this person's way. Everybody likes to stare at you kind of bad in the state. That's the one thing I've noticed. Actually, I'll take that back. That's every state now. Everybody just has that mean mug look on them. It's ever since COVID days, everybody just got that stare of death. Them off, even though you haven't done anything. So enjoy the view. Honestly, for me to have to re-chat because it's so stupid. They've got this like fucking button literally blocking like the newest comment. So basically I gotta wait for the comments to grow up, or I gotta do this. So it's either you guys get this little view and I can re-chat, or you get a bigger view and I can half-ass re-chat. So we're gonna leave it like this. So just keep in mind, if you're asking me a question, I may not just answer it right away, but we might get to it and we may not. But this is all just about views. I personally don't like to talk when I'm climbing up and, enjoying the view. I don't think you guys want to hear my annoying voice right now either. So kick back, relax, enjoy the view, and then get ready for a content-filled day, which we'll be back in the city. We'll have great data and you'll have a great stream. So good morning. Happy Saturday. It is officially April the 18th. No, excuse me, the 19th. Most people probably don't care or even realize. Stoners, it is the holiday of 420. So woo, one more day till 420. So let's see if we got a good viewpoint here. All right, first viewpoint. You guys ready? Hopefully YouTube catches this. Oh, there it is. Oh man, that's the thing that sucks about StreamYard is you can't zoom. I can see it. I'm going to take a picture once I get to the top, but you can see downtown LA. Hello, LA. Well, that's good, Roofer. I'm glad that there's still some states where people are at least somewhat friendly. And you know what? I've noticed when I was kind of in those, like what I call the Midwest states, and I know the Midwest is fairly large. You got like Northern Midwest, Southern Midwest, the Midwest. But let's just say in the middle of the United States, I noticed people tend to be a little bit more friendlier. That was just my observation from all the driving I've done with the court channel around the United States. What up, Candy Cane? We're here with it. Griffith Park Observatory hike. I think, hopefully, at least I'm somewhat close to this observatory. I definitely now know with all the traffic that's passed me, if there was any parking spots that were closer, we wouldn't find it now. So at this point, we just got to walk and go. But you guys enjoy the chat. Good way for you guys to say hello. Remember, the chat doesn't lag. So you guys enjoy. Have a nice Saturday morning conversation. Shoot the shit. Kick back, relax, enjoy the views. All right, I'm getting on the right side here. You got to remember, got to use the etiquette of foot traffic here. So stay on the right while you're going up. Just as if you were in a car. Well, at least in the United States. Maybe in other countries it's different. Like, because, like in the UK, they drive on the left versus right, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, fuck, if you're telling me I could have just drove up here and got like a little sightseeing circle, we could have done that. But hey, I need the exercise. Morning, gold girl. Ooh, I think I see another nice viewpoint up there. Hopefully we'll have some good data there. It just sucks because with StreamYard, I can't zoom in. Otherwise, I would have zoomed into that skyline. Oh, get on the right side now. Let's go on the right. I'll get it right off the sidewalk. Morning. I'm sure most people probably can't hear me because they have their speakers in there. I personally, when I walk or run and have my Bluetooth, I only put one. I know they got the fancier ones. They have like that AI noise cancellation where they still allow you to like, hear things like if somebody's yelling, get out of the way, police siren. But for me, I personally, I like to leave one ear open so I can, obviously hear what's going on around with me. The ambience, that's what it's called. All right, here we go. View number 2. This one's not that great because I don't know if that's fog or pollution, but I guess we'll find out when we get up closer, up higher. Oh, I guess you can just kind of, is this a little trail too? I actually prefer to walk on the softer pine needles than the pavement. But I also don't want to be off. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, let's just stick to the sidewalk. I don't want to get stuck where I can't get off here. And then I'm like, well, I could climb the wall fence. But I prefer not to, so we'll just pop back over here. What up, Claire? Good morning. We are headed to the Griffith Observatory. So, and hopefully this is not cutting in and out, but I'll give you a quick little background. Now, this is what I've read. I've never been here. I'm not from LA or California, so I'm just giving you the tourist, summary, cliff notes here, as I like to say. So basically, this is it's a piece of land that was gifted to the county of Los Angeles from a very wealthy man who I think was very much into, the science and studies of the planets. So he wanted this piece of land here to be used for an observatory. And in addition to the observatory itself, which for some of you that aren't familiar with observatory, that's those kind of looking white buildings that got a telescope poking out of them, usually on top of a high point or high piece of land, like a hill or a mountain. That's an observatory. So they got one of those here. That's closed right now. So if you want to go inside, peek out into the sky, can't do that right now. But what most people are here for is there's a surrounding park, supposedly, is what I've been told, that surrounds the observatory that gives you an amazing, I believe it's a 360 panoramic view of the area. Oh, I see it. It's right there. It's peeking. We made it. We're here. Oh, thank God. I was going to say, I know they can't make California people walk too much now. Nothing against my California people, but not that you're lazy. Y'all just always, short on time. So, they're just going to cut to the chase, baby. That or you can pay to cut to the chase is what I found in California. You got money, you can always get to the front of the line. What up, Kimberly? Good morning. So we are here at the Griffith Observatory. We actually made it, so you're going to see it. So there's supposed to be a little park around it, and we're supposed to be able to see some beautiful views. Now, unfortunately, because I'm on the StreamYard app, it doesn't allow me to zoom in and out. And the reason I'm on StreamYard is because when I tried using my regular Prism app, the data connection wasn't working with where we're at. So StreamYard, kind of double-edged sword. It does seem to work when we have a poor data connection, but unfortunately, the streaming capabilities are kind of limited or restricted, i.e. like zooming in and out. So, but at least you'll get to see what the park looks like in the observatory, and hopefully maybe we'll see if if it clears up, you might be able to see the skyline of LA. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys over so I can re-chat. And hopefully the connection does get better because like I said, at least we're now at a high point. We don't have any mountains surrounding us or blocking the signal. But let's see. See, I told you, see, if you wanted to have somebody, if you pay enough money, these dudes will park your car for you, I think. Or they might just be security. All right. Oh yeah, here you go. Let me see. See if you can see the skyline. Oh man, I don't know if that's just fog or pollution, but it's gonna be hard. But we'll try. If I could zoom in, you guys would definitely be able to see it. All right. But we are walking right up to it. Looked pretty gnarly from the pictures. Kind of had that little feeling of like a Scientology building, which I even hate to even use that term or compare it to that, because I'm sure this building has been around way longer than that, before that religion or was formed, if you even want to call it a religion, my opinion. But it's nothing, has no relation to Scientology, just FYI. I want to make that very clear, at least from what I read or know. But I was just using that as a reference. But here we are. So let's just do a walk around of the building, and then we'll do like a walk around of the park, so that way you can see the views. So this is the Griffith Observatory. Like I said, unfortunately, we won't be able to go inside, but we can walk around it. Beautiful grounds, though, I'll tell you what. They do sure keep up the landscaping here. But you got to remember, this is Los Angeles, okay? It's kind of like New York City for my East Coast people. You know, like you have Central Park. They've got, I think, something similar to that in LA. But for a lot of people from LA that want to get out of the city and not have to drive very far, and even more specifically, get out of the city, but to a vantage point where you can see, you know, the skyline and all that. Are we allowed to go through this way, sir? Thank you, sir. You have you can see the, you know, that would be the difference, you know, than from just being in a park versus being up here. Oh yeah, holy shit. Yeah, you guys should start to be able to see it. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. What up, RV Flies? Here's that view. So all that walking definitely paid off. Yeah, baby, look at that. I wish I could zoom in for you, but you don't need no zoom. There you go. That's Los Angeles. That's downtown Los Angeles. You know what? Being that it's one day before 420, you possibly could be right. If it was 420, I would probably think maybe it has to do with a little. Oh, they even have another upper deck. So we'll actually get a better view. We're going to go up there. So let's do a little walk around. I'll show you the views, and then we'll walk around the park some more and check it out. And it's obviously not too far of a walk from where I parked. And the nice thing is on my way back, I'll be walking downhill, not uphill. But good morning, everybody in chat. I apologize for the, you know, not using Prism, which is usually the streaming app that I use, and I'm able to communicate with chat a little bit better, interact. But today is about the views. Well, this morning, not today. Today we've got a really exciting day lined up. But this morning I came out to just get some nice views and, yeah, see what LA's Griffith Observatory had to offer. All right, let's keep walking. What up, Songbird? Good morning. Yeah, imagine these houses. Imagine living up on one of these houses, dude. The view would be amazing, bro. Every morning you get to just, you know, crack open your patio door. Me personally, I don't drink coffee, but, you know, I'd have probably a nice little Gatorade and a nice little blunt ski. Just be looking out into that view and enjoying life. They got some really cool plants around here. That's what I like too. Well, that's pretty interesting. Oh my God, damn it. I hate to use that as the reference, but let me see if chat can guess. I think I would imagine by this time, at this point, my hardcore viewers, I mean, I talk my OGs, would understand my reference when I stare at a plant like this. But I'm just going to see if anybody in chat, just throw out something at me and see if it sticks. What is that? Think NJCourts TV coverage and what that plant might represent. And I want to see what you guess. I want to see if maybe we think together or if I'm just crazy. Maybe the view. I don't know. Anyways, think about it and get back to me. Give you a hint. I can't get it straight. That's how it, yeah. I think I gave it away there, but cool. Yeah, they got an upper deck. We're definitely going to go up there. And at the same time, you got to keep your eyes on the ground so you don't trip. Oh, beautiful, dude. Look at this view. There's some more of the view right here. Now, please keep in mind this place probably once later in the day probably gets a lot busier. It is Easter weekend, so you probably have a lot more people here this morning than maybe usual. But this is not bad for Saturday morning. I would thought honestly there was going to be a lot more people, but this is nice. Got another little downtown area. I don't know what downtown area that is. There's some more skyscrapers, a few skyscrapers there, and then you have downtown LA. And I apologize about the smoker's voice. As many of you know, I just smoke pot, not cigarettes, but we've been doing a lot of screaming and yelling, so I'm starting to lose it. I'm starting to sound like Ski Mask Andy's viewers. Hey, Ski. All right, let's go up into the upper deck. So basically, it stops right there. So you can't walk around completely. So we're going to turn around and keep walking. Oh, wait, there's some stairs up here. Never mind. Oh, those are locked. So I guess the stairs to get up are probably on the other side. Hee hee hee. What up, Block Jones? Good morning, everybody. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice. Look what's right there. Look at right there. Look how close we are. Look at there's the Hollywood sign. When we'll get a better view once we come around. Dude, place is fucking sick. Okay, actually, I want to walk over and get a Hollywood sign view, and then we'll climb up to the top. But let's walk through the front here. But dude, there's the Hollywood sign right there. Hell yeah, look at that shit. Oh, cool. You guys are back. I was like, please, I hope I don't lose you for the Hollywood sign. But being that this is a lot closer, I think if I take my pull Hollywood, I guess we'll find out here soon. And here's the great thing. I'll get to see my picture as soon as I snap it. So now remember, I can't zoom in, so this will be the best view you guys can get from here. So hopefully you guys can see it. But oh man, it's gonna be hard for you guys to see it. It's right there. Damn it. That sucks that I can't zoom in. But it's right there. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down for a second because I'm gonna try to take a picture with my Polaroid. All right, chat, I'm back. So, what up, Jake Snakes? Too bad you're the only one that's got shitty quality. 'Cause, everybody else has seemed to enjoy it, but I apologize. I'm so sorry. What should I do? Forgive me. You probably don't even know what 144p is, just to be honest, but good morning. All right, let's see how this picture came out. I was a little nervous about it because, you know, it's a distant picture, so I've never taken a distant picture on this Polaroid, so we'll see how it comes out. So we'll give it a minute. As long as I can see the Hollywood sign, we're good. And actually, let me take you guys over here. You might get a better view over here where I took my picture at. Check it out. So look right over there if you can focus. That's where I was aiming at. Yeah, okay, so good. So I guess it's just what's his face? So Jake the Snake, you might want to ask Grandma to get you a new monitor on your next birthday or for Christmas. She may have lied to you and told you that was a 1080p, but it sounds like you got the Team U special, my dude. Nothing wrong with Team U. I got a lot of shit from Team U, but I would never better from Team U is all I'm saying. Oh, cool. RV flies. You know what? I almost feel like I remember that live stream, but I don't. There was, I mean, I wasn't an active captain watcher, but I did obviously watch highlights. And I, you know, like if he came to a cool place or went to something that was interesting, I would have probably caught that. So I almost want to say like I feel like I did watch the stream that was up here. Yep, here's a double-edged one right here. Double-edged sword. I wish I could zoom in. And unfortunately on StreamYard you can, but I have a feeling even if I wasn't, like say if I did like ended this stream right now and went on Prism, I guarantee you I probably still wouldn't get the data, enough data to even be able to stream. So I'm happy where we're at. Oh, see, Roofer, this is what I was telling you about. The problem here well, one, just let me be clear. The drone didn't come in on time. It's already at the house, okay? It did arrive, but I decided not to stay. And actually, it came in late the next day. So it would have basically been like waiting 2 days for it. And I wasn't going to take 2 days out of the trip, you know, and then have the car rental for those 2 days for the drone, which is my fault. I would have loved to have it out here, but Here's a great example. A lot of the places in the whole state, especially where we're going, the national parks, they don't allow drones. So now back in New Mexico, when we go sightseeing this summer, oh, we're going to drone it out because in New Mexico, they don't have a lot of drone laws. All right, so we're back to the parking lot. Yeah, let's finish walking around the. I was just trying to see if I can get you a closer view of the Hollywood sign. Let's see. If I go over here, maybe it'll be better. But if not, we're just going to continue walking around the building. I don't want to get in that person's selfie really quick. You got to have the. Oh, actually, I want to take me a Hollywood selfie too before I leave. Got to have the Hollywood selfie. So maybe this helps a bit. I don't know. I don't know if some of y'all can zoom in on your guys' end. But if you zoom in over here, that is the Hollywood sign right there. Maybe if you squint, you might be able to see it. But so basically, you can find anything else but a drone. Well, here's the thing. So, and the drone that I got, I think falls in a gray area. Maybe my drone people know this. Okay. I'm new to drones. So I got the DJI Neo, okay, which is basically like any other drone. It's an entry-level beginner drone by DJI. But here's the difference. The Neo offers, and this is why I got the Neo, okay? And I'm sure my drone people are going to be like, you should have got this. No, here's why. The Neo has these, what they call like, what do they use the term? It's basically got these like what they call just fast settings, which means, for example, like for me, most of my shots are just going to be a quick panoramic shot. You know what I mean? I'm not using it to, film a movie, a documentary, shit like that. So I'm just flying the drone up for a few minutes to get a shot, and that's it. Well, with the Neo, you don't have to hook it up to a remote. It can. But if you just literally, it's a small little drone, you take it out, it's got a button on top of it that lets you activate the different drone shots. So say, for example, you want what they call I forgot what's called a droney or whatever, where it just shoots up. But no, that's the rocket. Let's just say you want it on rocket mode where it shoots just straight up. You just hit the button, put it on rocket mode. It takes off from your hand. It shoots up. It gets the shot and it lands back on your hand. You put it in your bag and you move on. All right. You don't have to take it out, pair it with the remote, launch it back. So that's why I got the Neo. Now, here's where I'm going with all this. The Neo also offers a mode called track mode, where you can have it fly high, you can have it fly low, but basically people will have it fly at eye level. So is a drone flying at eye level following me, basically like being my cameraman? It would basically be like having somebody follow me with the camera, but it's a drone. Would that be considered piloting a drone? I mean, they have to make it pretty easy, right? So I guess it's like as long as that thing is operating, it's considered flying a drone. It doesn't matter if it's off the ground, as long as that drone is operating and turned on, you can't have it. Is that what they're basically saying? Was it Bumbar? Well, here's my thing. You know what I think it is? I think DJI actually maybe they're really good now. And I like DJI. I have my DJI gimbal, and that's why I looked into the DJI drones. Plus, I've also read a lot of good reviews about them. But honestly, if you're telling me they were on AliExpress, it sounds like DJI probably was just a basic made in China drone that just got amped up by somebody and then it went from there. But I think right now they do got good products. DJI works with the Ronin, and they put out, very high quality cinematography products, that they use to make movies, from gimbals to the cameras, stabilizers. So they've got these, $10,000-$20,000 drones that they use for filming movies. So, oh man, actually, it's not bad. You can see I like it. You can see the Hollywood sign. It's got that vintage sky look. Watch, I'll show you guys. No, I like it. I wish the Hollywood sign would have been bigger, but I like it. I like the picture. It definitely will go in the journal and, memorialize the day here at the Griffith. Oh, shit. I didn't realize I could have got a lot closer. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I'm going to take another Polaroid. Well, I'll send this to somebody. This I'll gift to somebody. This one that I'm going to take here is going to be close. Actually, maybe let me see if I can get myself a selfie Polaroid. I'd rather have a selfie Polaroid with the Hollywood sign behind me. Well, there you go. That's being a smart company. Instead of being greedy, they invested back in their company, and here they are now. probably the number one leading company when it has to do with drones, or at least it might not be leading, but they probably have one of the most sales in drones in the industry. All right, so just I'm sorry, I'm going to put you guys back on the view again. Maybe can you guys see the Hollywood sign from here now? Hopefully, this is as close as I'm going to get. So hopefully you can see it. But I'm going to try to get one more picture. I'm going to take a few more pictures here, and then we're going to finish walking around. So just give me 1 second. Thank you for your patience. But yeah, see, this is my Polaroid I just took from over there. So at least I can use this to send to somebody or gift. But I want to now that I'm closer to it, we're going to see if I can get the Hollywood sign. It's a little bit hard to see because of the sun, but you can see that you can make out the Hollywood sign. Let me see if I can get it closer to your guys' camera. Maybe, oh, actually, this probably might be a good way of just letting you guys see the Hollywood sign just by my Polaroid. There it is. You see it? You can make it out. And obviously, it's harder to see on the camera to camera, but let me see if I can get a better picture here. All right. That one's good at the top. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to take a picture. Oh, wait. No. I think you're supposed to, that's the purpose of a camera strap, right? Is to have it on you just in case you drop the camera over the ledge. All right. We'll see how it turns out here in a bit. I've said this before, so I hate to repeat myself, but I'll tell you what, I love this camera because at $1.25, $1 to $1.25 a picture, you really do start to focus and learn how to take good pictures. All right, I'm going to take a picture with my digital camera. Oops, let's put this camera away. Cover it up, protect it. I love this case. So this is a TeamU case right here, dude. Check this out. What's really cool about this case is it covers the camera completely. Watch this. It actually came with its own strap too, but I bought this strap. So this is my own custom strap that I added. Also, it's hooked to the camera, not the case. But the case I think I paid like $6 for this case. And it came with a fake leather strap too. So not bad. But it completely covers the case. It still, shows you how many pictures, it keeps the openings here. Now watch this. Obviously, it covers the front. How are you going to take a picture? Check this out. You've got 2 buttons here and then a magnet. So all you got to do is unclasp. The magnet still is what's holding this cover, right? The magnet's holding it. I've unclasped it. Watch. Boom, just comes right off like that. So now you have access to the whole front, still covered. You can still see your eye thing. You got access to the shutter button. It's got access to the flash. It's not blocking the light sensor. It's not blocking where, you know what I mean? It's specific for the camera. Not bad for $6 on Teamy. Little fake leather case. Then to put it back on to cover your thing, just that easy. Also covers the shutter button, so you can't hit the shutter button by accident. They actually thought it through pretty good, because I thought for sure you were going to be able to hit the shutter button. That's what I was afraid of, but no, it's impossible to hit the shutter button. All right, I'm just going to take a few more pictures, and then we're going to keep moving. So thank you guys for your patience. Where is my camera on this? I think if I hit it twice, there we go. Is it arts shot here? Fuck is the Hollywood sign behind me? See if that works. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, I got a good selfie. Look at, and see on my camera I can zoom in. So watch it. You guys can see. Look at, here's my selfie right there. Sorry, because I know the glare's there, but when you can zoom in, you can see the Hollywood sign right there. Shit, I'm sorry, I know you guys. It's a little weird. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna look all weird on there. But yeah, no, I got some good pictures of it. I'm happy. All right, we got good pictures. Oh yeah, let's get stoned too. Cheers to all my pre 420. One more day, y'all. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, let's check my Polaroid. It should be developed by now. Just kind of threw it in my. It's a little bit better. It could have been better, but you can see it. I mean, it is what it is. I would have liked to have been able to focus on that more, but it's a Polaroid camera, man. It's not a digital with like, 50, 100 megapixel, all that shit. It's good. You can see the Hollywood sign. It works good. This is just for journaling. Oh yeah, no, in the sun you can see it. Hell yeah. No, I like that. Got a nice little view of the sky, the mountain. Hell yeah. And I got two of them, so I can send one to a friend, family member, and keep one for myself. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna put this in my sunglass case to keep them from getting bent. All right, so I'm gonna check with you guys in chat. I just got one. I just went from distillate to the cured resin. I'm still not going to be able to afford the live resin, but I'm sure in New Mexico they're going to lower that down. I mean, I can afford it, but it's just ridiculous right now. Basically, I'm just paying $2 more. So basically, in New Mexico, you can get a cartridge, a 1 gram cartridge of distillate for $10. This is my discount with my veterans discount. So with all my discounts out the door, all fees and taxes, $10, 1 gram of distillate. For a gram of cured resin cartridge, it's $12. So for $2 more, whole different experience, whole different taste. And yeah, I totally am hooked on the cured resin, and I'm excited. I can't wait. Once they start lowering the prices on the live resin cartridges, I'm definitely going to be trying. Well, I've already tried one, but I'm definitely going to go to purchase those right now. I think they're not even selling 1 grams right now. They sell like a half a gram, a live resin cartridge for like $58 or $60. It's crazy. But I am down tomorrow. We're going to be checking out. I'm going to be hanging out with the loser and we're going to be for the first part of 420. I'm sure we're probably going to go check out some dispensaries, or I don't know what we're going to do, but hopefully I'll get to try some of the Cali product. And then, of course, we're going to be at Venice Beach for the remainder of 420 day. And that's also going to be where the meetup's going to be. So if anybody wants to come down and say hi and meet up with everybody, DJ Darren's going to be there. I think Dr. Cushman said he's going to be there. I'm still trying to get a hold of Eric and Mike to see if they're going to come down. But yeah, basically anybody in the area that wants to come down to Venice Beach for 420, come on down. You don't need my invitation, but if you want to say hi, I'll be down there and you can come say hi. All right. Oh, let me get all these people's shot. I didn't notice they have one of those little, like, they have a sculpture of you know how you've seen those pictures where people, they have the murals of like the angel wings on the side of the wall, and people go and take pictures, makes it look like in your selfie or your picture, like the wings are it's your angel wings. Well, they have something like that, but it's an actual like cast. I don't know if it's a bronze or what type of statue, but watch, I'll show you. We'll get a close up. No, I said both of them, Eric and Mike. I call them the Riverside Boys. There's also John Decaf. There's a lot of people from Riverside. So it's not even specific to the RV guys. If anybody wants to come down and say hi, there's a lot of people I know from Riverside. So I don't want to film the people, but here, as soon as they, here in a second, I'll show you what it is. Clean your ears, Kelly. I'm just kidding. All right, see? All right, check it out. So that's it. See? So it's like an iron statue of them. All right, so let's go walk around the observatory. Want to get some nice pictures of the downtown skyline from up here. I didn't get to get any on the digital camera. So I'm learning on the Polaroid, you can take some decent skyline pictures and pictures of distant things, but if they're things like kind of small, like the Hollywood sign or something like, particularly that you're Oh, there you guys are. Sorry, I thought I lost you guys. I might actually take a nice picture here of the front of the Polaroid. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy on Polaroids, but mainly the reason I brought the Polaroid is so I could take pictures with all the people that I met. So I want to save it for that. But uh, no, I'm just going to take a regular picture. This, I think, is worthy of just a regular picture. If I see something that I want more of that like vintage 80s type of filter, that's what I use the Polaroid for. All right, so give me a second. I'm going to take a nice picture over here of the observatory. All right, what you guys talking about? All right, oh, sorry, hold on. So NJ would benefit from a camera and a woman, all his energy focused on the environment. Yeah, it would be nice. It was kind of cool when like DJ Darren was helping me out yesterday. What up, Sunshinery? Good morning. Good to see everybody coming in the chat. Sorry, especially if you're coming in now, you didn't hear my little disclaimer earlier. So right now I'm using StreamYard and it's making it kind of hard. Like if I'm on this view, I can't read chat. So in order for me to read chat, I have to flip it like this, which kind of crops out your view. So whenever you see it like this, that means I'm reading chat. Whenever you see it like this, that means I can't see chat. So I'm going to go back to reading chat. So good morning, Sunshine. I didn't see you right when you came in. Well, Claire, come on down tomorrow. I mean, I don't think well, you may realize, especially since you're here in California, I'm assuming. Um, DJ Darren said 420 at Venice Beach is like fucking wild. It's nuts. So I'm very excited. I mean, for those people that always, you don't have content. Well, I'm sure tomorrow we will have content. Okay. Venice Beach itself is already interesting enough. So it should be a lot of fun tomorrow. So yeah, everybody, anybody, come on down. Hell, we even had some people last night start ordering UV lights because of the UV lights we were using yesterday, testing for human um, liquids. We'll just leave it at that. Absolutely, Kelly. Everybody is invited. All right, so let's. Oh yeah, I was going to take a picture. Sorry, got a little distracted. It's such a beautiful place here, man. Kind of do get distracted easily. Tell you what, though, this selfie stick / tripod has been money. Because, like I said, I can use it as a tripod, and then, like right now, I got you guys. Well, I can use it as a selfie stick, and then right now, I got you guys on the tripod mode. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. It's nice that they let you bring your dogs here. As nice as this place is maintained, I would think that they would be kind of stiflers about having dogs here, but that's really cool. I like that. Good for you, California, more specifically the county of Los Angeles. Oh man, did I already lose my other phone? Dude, I please send me good vibes that I don't lose anything. I mean, I'm sure I'll lose something here, but let's just hope that it's not an electronic device or something of great value. Because I just got so much shit I'm carrying with me right now. It's unbelievable. Okay, so let's take a picture really quick of the observatory. Wait for these people to clear up a bit. Yep. let's go walk around and check out the view again of the skyline. We didn't get to spend too much time there because I got all excited wanting to go to the Hollywood sign. You know how us tourists got to do it? Hollywood sign, Hollywood sign. Oh my God. All right. Got everything. And we are moving. Okay. Yeah. Got my wallet, got my other phone. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got extended battery I got to keep track of. Oh my God. Good job. Something fall, but it was the people behind me. Okay. I can do smells right now. So RV flies, and let me be very clear here, okay? Um, I don't have the best of noses, you know what I mean? But I do have like a sensitive nose, I guess you can say, to certain smells. So I've been on RVs before. I used to live at an RV park. So especially in the Southwest during the summertime, it doesn't matter how clean you keep your RVs, okay? You will always have a hint of sewage coming because that's just how it is, okay? I thought I was even going to get a little bit of that. Surprisingly, I smelt nothing. Smell at all. So I know a lot of people, and I see it in the comments when I used to watch the RV streams that, now I can't speak for the other RVs, but for the RVs that I've walked into these last 2 days, um, other than just, your normal clutter, because obviously people are living in them and they're using them for storage. Um, there was no, foul odors or smells that, was like, oh my God. I even did a smell check at the RV2's bathroom. I didn't even smell that odor that, like I said, that odor that even the cleanest of the cleanest RVs that I used to, hang out in, because of the summer and the heat in New Mexico, you still have that little bit of hint of that, toilet odor, even using like the chemicals you can use to cover it and mask it. So in my opinion, I didn't smell anything. And that's a dead honest opinion or review. Expecting just, and again, that's just, what's the word I'm trying to use, which I don't like being those type of people. Um, assume something, you know what I mean? So I just kind of made that, and that's not the word I was trying to think of, but we'll just use that since I had a brain fart. But I basically was assuming prior to going on that it was going to have a foul odor. And yeah, no, surprisingly, it didn't. Now, again, like I said, that's why I wanted to be very clear at the beginning that I may not have the best of noses, but I certainly familiar with that RV, foul odor smell, and that I did not smell. And even surprisingly, if you think people smoking cigarettes all the time in there, I don't know if he just opens the windows all the time or what. It didn't reek, and you could smell a hint of cigarette smoke, but it wasn't like like. Bleh. And I'm not a big fan of like heavy cigarette smoke, like super heavy. You know what I mean? We're like not at all. All right, so we are at the, I guess, at this point, highest level that you can get on at the observatory. I guess you'd call it the second level deck or whatever. So we were just down here. Now we're up at that other deck. So there's your skyline. They're starting to clear up a bit. I guess what is that? My LA people, is that fog or is that really pollution or what is that kind of made it to where we couldn't see the skyline about what, an hour ago? And now you guys, without me zooming in, because I can't zoom, you guys can start seeing the skyline. Morning haze, smog. So smog is a combination. Smog sounds like one of those words where you combine two things, like fog and smoke. Smog. Is that what that would be? That's just my guess. If I was on like a Jeopardy show, what is smog? what is what is smoke and fog? Now it's 7:56. Let's just call it 8. In about 2 hours, it's my understanding that this observatory would be open. Now, obviously, at daytime, I don't know what you would be able to see. They probably wouldn't have, I guess, the telescope. I guess this opens up here. Let's start talking about the observatory. So, if this is just like most observatories that I've been in, I would imagine there's got to be a sliding opening. I would imagine that this either internally the telescope rotates or this dome is going to rotate as well. But basically, I would imagine that's where the telescope's going to come out of. And then, inside you view everything on some, computer screens and shit like that. But I believe probably during the day, I am going to assume, I've never been here and I didn't even read much about what they have inside, but I'm going to assume that they probably have for the people that visit during the day, like a little museum and a display giving you the history of, the founder, history about the park. Because like I said, in addition to the observatory, you have a park, you have some hiking trails, on the little kind of mountain. I call it a hill because I'm from Mexico. We got mountains here. I mean, California, you got mountains. Don't get me wrong. You got big mountains too. But we just basically went up a little hill that had some, where we parked at. There was a hiking trail that you could take from there. So the Griffith area has got a lot more stuff other than just the observatory, is basically what I'm trying to say, in case anybody comes out here. But yeah, beautiful view, man. I'm telling you what, if you want to, I guess this is what I've been told is one of those spots that you can get the best view of LA from. So there you go. All right, what's chat up to? I've seen a show, dude. Now that's so funny. They moved that referral link button that was like cock blocking my other comments when I have it like this. It's like they know now. They moved it to where it's blocking the comments this way. This is crazy. Fucking StreamYard. They just want, I guess, to share their referral link. But even I did that earlier, and when you press the button, it still stays there. So, oh, inside this dome roofer. Oh, so okay. Hold on, roofer, because I know you're also conversing with other people in chat. Am I understanding right that you've been to the Griffith Observatory and that you saw a Pink Floyd show here at the observatory, Griffith? That's pretty rad. Oh, forgot I was going to take a picture from up here. Got distracted. I just saw people taking pictures, and then it reminded me I wanted a few more pictures of the skyline. Now, especially now that the smog is cleared up. All right, so I'm going to put you guys down. Actually, I forgot. Let's put you guys up here. Yeah, dude, this tripod selfie stick combo is money. This thing's came in so handy. All right, there we go. So where's my other camera? Damn it. Just keep putting random places. And I don't like doing that. There it is. All right. Skyline picture. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'll take one zoomed in. Let's see. Let's take the zoom. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Just in case you didn't hear my disclaimer from earlier, unfortunately, because I'm using the stream. Well, one, unfortunately, we don't have a good data connection up here. So I'm having to use the StreamYard application. And that combination of the bad connection and StreamYard will lead to the stream cutting in and out. But the good thing about StreamYard is when you do cut out, you can come right back in. So if it happens, just hang tight for those of you that are just coming in a chat that may not have heard my disclaimer, because I'll be right back as soon as the data kicks right back in. Side. Yeah, so I don't know. Should we? Oh, 2 more hours. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I mean, I like to go inside and show you guys, but from here, I'm gonna go to the La Brea tar pits. I said that. Apologize. So I know a lot of y'all wanted to go to the tar pits. Today's going to be a pit day. So basically, we're going to go over to the La Brea tar pits. I'm super excited to check that place out, like fucking way excited. That place opens at 9:30. So by the time we leave here and the drive over there, it should be right when they open, which, you know me, I like to go to places right when they're opening because tends to be less of a crowd, you know, just like here, you know. This is nice Saturday morning, and because when there's a crowd, it's going to be harder to get your picture opportunity. So this has been really nice. Let's go over here to the edge here. Basically, I want to walk around as much as I can. Oh, that's closed. I was going to say, damn, kind of go up towards there, but that's locked. But yeah, we're going to go to the La Brea tar pits. And then as soon as that, from right when we get done with that, we're going to head right over to Hollywood Boulevard and do the Hollywood tour, do the whole touristy thing. And then I will be reaching out to Billy John and hopefully see when he can meet up, if he's available today. And if he is, and would like to sit down and do an interview or, give me a tour of Hollywood himself, I will be more than happy to meet up with him. Oh yeah, there's a lot more shit here. Hell yeah, let me show you. What is all this? This is pretty gnarly. Oh, I guess. Oh, so they have like a cafe here. Oh, nice. So I guess, once they open, you can get some food and eat out here. And there's this nice patio here that's, you got a view of the Hollywood sign. Oh, you know what? God damn it. Well, I guess I'm learning as a newbie here in California. Even the Hollywood sign. See, now you guys can see it. So basically, note to self. What time is it? If you're going to take pictures here in Los Angeles, wait till after 8:04 when the smog clears, because you can see shit a lot better. God damn it. Now I almost want to take another Hollywood selfie. But I don't, that's going to be well, I mean, those are classic pics and I can share them with people, but that's already going to be 3 Polaroids of the same fucking thing. But I'm persistent. I want a good shot of the Hollywood sign. So now even you guys can start seeing it. See, it's right. Sorry, my finger's mirroring it's hard when your finger mirrors. You got like when I'm going this way, it's going, oh, squirrel alert. But yeah, it's right there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate whoever shared. Who was that? Thank you, mods, for sharing the donation links. Unfortunately, right now, donation alerts, no TTS. I'll hopefully have that going by the time we get to the La Brea tar pits, but for sure we'll have TTS going when we get to the Hollywood Boulevard. And I know some people have donated already through TTS. And so once I activate the TTS, when we get to Hollywood, it will start playing those donations that didn't get played. So we will be playing those. So I will not be scamming people. Be patient with me. If you did send through a TTS donation, it will come through. It will be played out loud. Everybody will hear it. And hopefully that'll be as soon as I can start it up when we get to either the tar pits or at the most Hollywood Boulevard. Thank you, Shinery. As soon as I get some decent time to just get a little sleep and just sit down and relax, I'm going to post the timestamps as basically its own post. You know what I mean? It'll be like a table of contents for the live, all the live streams that we're going to have for this whole week or 2 weeks. You guys got to remember, this is just day 2. Oh, wait, officially day 3 of what's going to be 10 to 12 days that we're here in the state of California. So buckle up, y'all. Y'all in for a ride. Oh, so we can kind of climb up here and get you a better view of the other side of the observatory. Let's keep moving. Kind of sucks because as I keep walking around, I keep seeing a lot better photo opportunities than the ones I took earlier. But that's the nice thing with a digital camera. You can just keep taking as many photos as you want, delete the ones you don't want, and keep taking them. But that's why I said when you have a Polaroid, you certainly get an appreciation for taking a good picture because they do get expensive. So there's another view of the skyline for you guys. But from here, you can get a little bit closer to the other side of the observatory. So we were on the other side. Now we came around here, kind of see the observatory a little bit better over here. And it looks like we can kind of walk our way over to this edge, kind of keep finding little nooks and crannies here. It's pretty cool. And every nook and cranny gives you a really cool photo opportunity. What up, Juicy Fruity? Good morning, everybody coming into the chat. I apologize for the people that have came in and I didn't have a chance to say hello to. The comment section when on this StreamYard's kind of a little this morning. It's got a button that's covering all the comments. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So yeah, totally cool. So I guess when you get to this level, you can kind of walk around the whole observatory. That's pretty cool. Every level, it's got its own unique little viewing platform, basically. But this one that we're on here seems to go all the way around, like almost a 180, not the front. See, there's some more hiking trails. You see people down here. It's a bunch of trails. So I guess, is this the trail that takes you up to the Hollywood sign? Do you guys think this is the start of the Hollywood Trail sign? I bet you it is. No, I think people would actually park closer to the Holly. This seems like it'd be way too far out. I think people would be parked closer to the actual sign itself. I think they'd be down over here, but there is a nice trail here. It looks really beautiful. It walks around the base of the observatory or the park. And then they got all these, I don't know if you guys been seeing the little the viewfinders that you can look out into and see the views out. So, and they look like they're free, which is surprising. Let me look at one of them. Usually you have to pay, like a quarter or something to look, but maybe they got these for free. What I've noticed is when I was reading about the observatory, it seems like the founder of this place really wanted to make this place very publicly accessible and someplace where, people could come to without having to pay money and enjoy, you know. And for a guy like me, I appreciate things like that. Well, all right, I take that back. Hey, well, I appreciate being able to come here for free, but you do have to pay a little bit of money. So it's 50 cents, 2 quarters. You put in 2 quarters and you get to look into this like very apocalyptic looking submarine thing. And then you look out into the beautiful downtown LA. All right, let's see what chat's talking about. You probably see the hospital as well. I keep forgetting, Roofer, that you were born here. High Desert in Falon, California. Dude, California is so big. It's crazy. All the different areas they have here. It's kind of like New Mexico, but supersized. You got no, I take that back. We don't have an ocean side, which is cool about California because you have the ocean, you have the mountains, you have the different forests, you have all the national parks, you have the touristy shit. You're downtown LA. You want to, experience the urban jungle, as they call it. You can come down to LA. You want to get out of LA. You want to go to the vineyards. You got the beautiful wine country. You want to get in to go skiing. You have all the different ski resorts here. They've got so many different ski areas in California. It's crazy. So California, if you've got some money and you're into outdoor recreation, is an awesome state, man. So is a lot of other states in this area. You got Utah, you got New Mexico. I've never been to Utah, and I'm looking forward to go over there. Based on all the videos and pictures I've seen, I've already fell in love with that state. I've never even been there yet. So, all right, let's keep moving. Yeah, so this actually basically took us like a 180, basically took us back around where we were earlier. I guess I just never went that way. So what I think we'll do next is let's go down to like kind of this ground floor. Let's see what this path down here goes to. I'm not going to walk it. And then we'll probably just head out, man, and head towards the tar pits. So I think my drive, I'll check it on my other phone. We'll sit down and kind of chill for a second, and I'll check in with you guys before I like shut the stream off. We're not ending right now either, but I'll give you kind of an idea of how long it's going to take me to get there, so you guys know more or less, when to look forward for the next stream notification. And yeah, we're going to go from here. Next stream will be the La Brea Tar Pits, and then as soon as we're done with that, I'll take you guys over to Hollywood Boulevard. So let's see what we got here. This says this is the Observatory Trail. So they've got a Boy Scout. Let's just do that. Hopefully, yeah, it's the 0.1 mile, dude. That's the Boy Scout trail. I mean, I'm a Boy Scout. I might as well do it. Got a Vermont Canyon Road Trail. It's just a little bit over half a mile. And then you've got the Ferndale Drive parking lot, which is about 3/4 of a mile. So let's see what this little Boy Scout loop or trail is about. Stretch the legs out a bit, get the blood flowing. Oh, this is great. I'm glad that we came out here this morning. Such a beautiful morning here, and get the view of that Hollywood sign downtown LA. It's just amazing. Definitely, I think is something that if you're going to want to get the LA experience, you should definitely come up here. I would definitely recommend it based on my experience so far. 5 out of 5. All right, I'm going to pass this person that way. They don't have to listen to my annoying voice as they're enjoying the beautiful scenery. But it's cool. You got all sorts of different trees out here. I mean, this is what's gnarly, right? You got a palm tree growing right next to, what is this? Roofer, you might help me out here because you're a local. Well, we're a local. But is this, what type of tree is this? Let's look at the leaf. Get a little closer for you. So you got your palm tree, and then you got, a bark tree. I'm not familiar with this. I'm more familiar with, pine trees, all the different types of pines, but so let's see what chat says. Well, I don't think that, is it like really like tar pits like that? Well, I guess we'll see when we get there. We may go back and say bye when we head back home to RV2, but basically RV2 would be like turning around as I'm heading the other way. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be heading kind of north, and then I'm going to be doing a loop back down. And that's when we may, on our way back home to New Mexico, we can stop and say bye to the Riverside boys. Oak tree. That makes sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Here we go. You guys know what this is? See, I know what this is right here. This, because I told you, I know pine trees. This is one of your biggest pine trees right here with the biggest pine needles. This is called the Douglas fir, my friend. So how cool. You got a Douglas fir right next to an oak tree, right next to a palm tree, bro. If you're into like nature and you're into plants and trees, that's fucking pretty gnarly. Oh, wait, a ponderosa pine, excuse me. You're right. Ponderosa pines are the big ones, not a Douglas fir. Excuse me. I think you're right, Kelly. We may be both wrong, but it is a pine tree, obviously. But it's the big ones. What's the one with the big needles? I think it is the ponderosa pine. The Pinus ponderosa, otherwise known as the ponderosa pine. But I say Douglas fir. I don't know. Here, oh no, my other phone. I have to turn on the hotspot. We're not going to do all that shit. All right, let's keep moving. But yeah, really cool though. Anyways, there at least you can tell that there's 3 species of trees right next to each other is what I'm saying, which is really gnarly. Gets us a little closer to that view of the downtown. Yeah, it's nice. I like this. Got a little cacti even, remind me of back home. Little cactus. I bet you all these people are like, dumb tourist still has to bring his camera even to enjoy nature. Dumb Americans, because you got a lot of people that aren't from the United States here, right? You get a lot of international tourists in Los Angeles. So I've been hearing a lot of accents. It's really cool. I like that you, and it's kind of like when I went to New York City, it's just a melting pot of all sorts of different cultures and countries and languages. And I like stuff like that. So I've been really enjoying listening to all the, I like people watching. So I've been listening to all the people's not like, obviously I don't understand the language and I'm not trying to be nosy, but it's cool kind of listening into the people and hearing their different accents and stuff from the different languages. But I'm pretty sure if you're from like a country that's not into technology as much as us Americans, and social media, you probably like look at people like me that are going down on a nature hike and like, selfie stick and tripod and talking to himself, and go, fucking Americans, man. They can't even just enjoy nature for 1 fucking minute without having to just download to the gram. It's all about the gram with the fucking Americans. Oh, they got a nice little viewpoint here. Hell yeah, let's go check it out. So this was it. We'll turn around down here. Let's go to this viewpoint. This is gonna get you a little bit closer to the city here. Dude, that's kind of gnarly, bro. You go from up there really quick, and just that little short distance of a walk, it almost makes me feel like I just like dropped down a lot in elevation one, and just it gives you that visual appearance like you just got like so much closer to the city. It's pretty fucking cool. I mean, what's that? Like not even a point one of a mile, you know? Not even a quarter of a mile, and already feels like we just went down like a few 100 feet in elevation. And it feels like now I can actually reach out and touch the fucking buildings. Aw, little Labrapoodles saying hi or whatever those are. They look just like each other too. I would get them confused. Oops, I took the wrong little poodle home. All right, so yeah. So basically you come down the trail, right? And then they've got this little bench here you can sit on and then just overlook. So this is your view right here, this little viewpoint. Beautiful view. Like I said, obviously you guys can see the buildings a lot closer now. So that means you can, we can tell we're getting closer. So there's downtown LA. I should probably take a Polaroid from up here. Hmm. Oh, actually, I already took some pictures of downtown LA. I'm good. I forgot the more distant shots, it's harder to see on the Polaroid. Up here, it still looks really nice, but I got to remember on the Polaroid, it's going to look still very distant. But yeah, it looks like you can still that's a little gnarly. I personally am not going to go down there with the shoes I have on, but it looks like I can continue on that way. Or where most people are kind of snaking around is down over this way. But we're going to turn right back on. I just wanted to see kind of where this trail kind of led to, and looks like it basically takes you back to the base level, like, back basically snakes in a town. I wonder if you basically catch this trail off of like one of these just streets down, like right inside town. That's pretty cool. But I see a lot of dogs, a lot of people starting to come up. So hell yeah, it's like a pretty popular place. I mean, with the views like this, I would imagine so. Oh, cool. I want to take a picture of the observatory from the back here. Hold on, guys. Put you on the selfie stick really quick. This is cool. I like the back. I like this picture shot right here. I already took a view of the front. Oh, and there's the Hollywood sign. I don't know if you guys can see it a little bit closer. Actually, yeah, we're going to take some Hollywood picture signs right here, too. On some like kind of flat ground. Oh man, there's not a lot of flat ground here. Kind of like MacGyver it. Okay, there we go. I MacGyvered it. Where's my other phone? Why don't I have it in my pocket? Okay. It's a picture. On the Hollywood sign from here. Oh yeah, much better.
But you know, it's still whiplash inducing. Yeah. Especially when I'm thinking about
Cool. I got some really nice pictures, dude. I'm stoked, man. Tell you what, if you want to get some nice pictures of the city, this is it. I think you're gonna. I mean, I'm sure there's some nice spots to still get some nice pictures from out here. Obviously, you can climb to the view. So, like, I know there's a few ways you can get to the Hollywood sign, but there is a gnarly trail that if you want to take it, I forgot how many miles it is, but it goes straight up, But, you probably get a pretty gnarly view of the city from the Hollywood sign. And, obviously you get closer to it so you can get a closer picture of the Hollywood sign. But I'd say if you want a view of kind of like everything, this is a pretty good spot up here by the observatory, especially if you like people watching. A lot of different people just out here hiking, or walking, hiking, taking their dog for a walk. Yeah, unfortunately, Orange is no longer here on this world. Well, I mean, in spirit, but physically, yeah, RIP. I never knew much about him, so I can't speak on his behalf, but obviously, I follow the news when it has to do with the different communities and streamers and stuff like that. Yeah, but I am aware that he lived up here, right? He lived up, I think, Northern California, if it's my understanding, or near the like Humboldt area. What they call the what is that, the Cannabis Triangle, or they've got a nickname for it. That's where a lot of the cannabis farms and stuff are at. The Golden Triangle or some shit. Hey, you know what? I actually would love to be a tour guide. It's funny you say that because I get that a lot from like my guests and stuff that come visit. They always laugh. But there's a lot of people that do that already as YouTubers. It's pretty cool what they do. Now I'm not even insinuating that I would even be interested in doing this, but there's these YouTubers that they use their content. Like I'll give you just an example. The easiest way is just to tell you exactly. So I've always been into like the Egyptology stuff, but not recently. And for whatever reason, my YouTube feed has just been blown up with Egyptology stuff. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that Mr. Beast went down and did some games, or I mean, dude, this is how ridiculous social media has gotten. When a guy like Mr. Bass can literally host an online game show inside one of the fucking three biggest pyramids in the world, like it's a goddamn Nickelodeon fucking stage set in Universal Studios. Yeah, something's wrong. But either way, I have a feeling it has to do with that. But anywho, I gotten back into Egyptology shit. So been watching a lot of these YouTube videos. Okay. And what these guys do is they do all the Egyptology content, whether you're like more of a traditional guy or you're one of these like They've got a nickname for them, like the people that think like there was some ancient civilized culture that came before the Egyptians, that like, all their technology was lost, and they're the ones that are responsible for like, building all the they had machines that could drill. Basically, they're trying to like say that these people had like power drills and shit like that, is the easiest way to put it. So there's two types of Egyptologists. All right. But anywho, doesn't matter what you believe in. Long story short, both sides of these, they do the same thing. So they sell basically they have their content on YouTube. So you're there watching it. You learn more about Egypt. You learn more about that creator's view on Egypt, and how the pyramids were created, whether you agree or not. But at the end of the day, what this creator sells to you is a tour to Egypt. So basically, if you like the creator, you like their content, you like the way they put everything out, you then can go on a tour that they offer to Egypt. And that's how they make their income. So it's pretty cool. You get to do content about what you like, I would assume. And then you get your own freaking basically free vacations to Egypt paid for. And you work it off as being a tour guide, and maybe on top. Let's go ahead, hit. I know I'm breathing hard. I deserve it. This boy's out of shape. It's embarrassing for a guy that runs marathons. Mind you, I could still run a marathon right now. It might take me 8 hours and not my usual just over 4 hours, just under 4 hour time, which is very normal. I'm just what they call a normal marathon runner. I don't compete. I'm not even fast. Okay. I'm just like your regular Mary and Joe. But I have conditioned my mind to where even if I'm out of shape, mentally, I can finish a marathon. Whether it's 8 hours or it takes me 24 hours, I'll still finish it. Is what I'm trying to insinuate. I've used that word insinuate a lot. But yeah, go ahead, hit me. All right, let's go take a little break. I need some water. Let's go find some shade. I want some water. I think we're going to go back over here. But there's a lot of people over there. I kind of want to find a little private area with some shade. We get a little water. We'll take a little binky break. And then I'm going to say goodbye, just temporarily. And then I'm going to walk back down to the car. And while we're heading over to the La Brea Tar Pits, what's really nice too is because, although things are not very far here in LA because of traffic and the roads, it take, what, too while to get there. It could be like, 5 miles away, but it takes an hour to get there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So it gives us enough time that we can charge all my products. And that's what I like, is it's basically once I finish the stream, by the time I get to the next place I'm going, all my shit's charged up, So that's been pretty rad. All right, cool. Here's some tables. Not a lot of shade, but there's some tables. I just see, there's a table down there with shade, but there's people they got the money table. Damn it. We should have took that table earlier, but okay, no worries. We'll sit right here. I just need to get some water, put you guys down for a second. I need to get my jacket off. That sun came out quick, boy. Ooh. Oh, the skull is in full effect. Good. How you doing? You know what I need is get some a tea with some honey to help my throat. I think some tea with honey will help. Huh. Even with this on, it's hot. Let me take this off. Jeez, that's crazy how warm it got that quick. Ooh wee. Yeah, there's no way I could have brought my pooches and just left them in a car. You know what I mean? It would have been way too hot here, even in May or April. We're not even in May yet. Excuse me. Oof. All right. Ooh. Nice little table break here. What are you guys up to? I'll flip you guys around. You guys don't need to look at me. Good morning, Jade. How are you? Good morning, everyone that came in to chat. Hold on. I should be able to flip this around while it's sitting here. How do we do this? Ooh, don't tell me. This is what's so I go. Um, oh, okay. I see. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. No, other side. You got to do it the other way. Mm. There we go. I'm going to put you guys like this here so I can read chat. So I know it crops the view a bit, puts it like in that profile view, but it lets me read you guys, talk with you guys since we're just shooting the shit here. All right, cool. What up, Cushman? Oh, shit. I forgot I had that shirt on. Whoopsie. Well, I don't mind, but when I start getting people staring at me funny, I got to remember it's my shirt. They're not laughing at my hair. They're laughing at my shirt. Yes, I need to drink a lot of water, to be honest with you. I think I drank a lot of water yesterday, but I should have drank more. For all the walking I've been doing, I need to be drinking a lot more water. You're 100% correct. Dr. Cushman, Darren was talking to you yesterday in chat, but just in case you didn't get the invite, tomorrow we're going to be at Venice Beach for the 420 celebration and meetup, my man. So your presence is very much, I had a brain fart with the word I was thinking of, your presence would very much be welcomed. And yeah, come on down, buddy. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm glad. All right. Yeah, we're going to have fun, man. It's going to be a blast, bro. I can't wait. It's going to be the shit, dude. It's going to be awesome, man. Oh, cool, Kelly. Hell yeah. All right, man. There we go. The bigger, the better, dude. Venice Beach don't know what's coming. You're going to have 20 people out there with selfie sticks and selfie cameras, speakers going on, people talking to each other like they're crazy. Hell yeah. What up, Maniac? Oh, yes, Songbird. Thank you for reminding me. No. Oh my God. I would totally forgot about that. Wait. No. I don't know if that's the one. Is that the one that's got the crazy, it's built all crazy. No, that's the Winchester House. I think the Winchester House is in California too, if I'm not mistaken. The one that's supposedly haunted and has all the crazy like doors and rooms that lead to nowhere. Like it's got doors that just open out into like, you'd basically fall off the 3-story building if you opened it. But I'll check out what that's there. So that's the R. Hearst Mansion. Let me write that down on my notepad. You guys know me. A good journalist always carries a notepad with them. See, this is when I went to that last hearing, the one that was in Las Cruces that had to do with the shooting at the park. Since I couldn't take you guys in the camera, I started, like a court reporter. I was drawing my little pictures of this was a mural that they had in the courtroom. Had a cowboy with some horses. Those are like little mountains. Really beautiful mural. Then it had like a lady in a dress with their hair flowing. Here's the courtroom layout. So I was sitting like right here in the first bench, right in the center, so that I could hear the judge really easy. These are windows. You had 3 windows on each side. This is the judge's bench right here. This is where the prosecutor, the public attorney's office. This is where public defender, prosecutor. And then this is where whoever was um, um, speaking to the judge had to stand or sit or stand at and talked into the microphone. Wasn't the word speaking wasn't what I wanted to use too. Hold on. This is one of those words that if I can't remember, it's going to bug me. That's the place where if you wanted to, what is it? Come on, NJ. Address the judge. Thank God. Yeah, if you wanted to address the judge, that's what he said. Anyways, let's get to a clean page here. So let me write that down. So yeah, well, see, I'm going to San Fran, so that's why I had seen something about the Winchester House. So maybe I'll be going by it. So if we do, yeah, I don't think I'd make a special trip to it, but if we're going to be near it, definitely going to do that. All right, so this is going the R. Hearst Mansion. Okay, that way I can Google search it and read about it. R. Hearst Mansion. You got it. It's so peaceful out here, with the little birds. I mean, even when all the people here, you can still hear the birds. It's nice. Oh, I have a little orange. Let me eat my orange while I'm up here and just enjoying the view. I forgot I brought some oranges. Oh man, these oranges are good. Hit the spot. Sorry, I'm just enjoying my oranges, just enjoying the scenery, just being quiet. You're fine, but thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, it does have some really nice museums. You know me, I love my museums. I know you can get like a discount pass that's good for like 3 museums and Universal Studios, so I may just do that because I think you can pick either you can pick one of the big things, which would be Universal Studios, and then you can pick like 3 small museums. So we could do the Tar Pit, Madame Tussauds, the wax museums in Hollywood, and we could do. I know the Natural History Museum's one of them. Actually, I think you can even do one that's just fixed too. Which in that case, I would rather do the Tar Pit and the Natural History Museum. I mean, the wax museum would be cool, but it's not like a must. I've been to a wax museum before, so I'd rather go for sure Tar Pits and the Natural History Museum, and then Universal Studios. And you don't have to do it all on the same day. You have like 2 weeks to do all those. What up, DJ Darren? Good morning, bro. Hey, I noticed you had to move, man. Did you get a knock on the door? I kind of freaked out because when I was looking out my window this morning, I didn't see where you were before. And then, as I passed by the road, I looked down and I see that you kind of just basically just went across the street. So I hope everything went okay. Yeah, we're here at the Griffith Observatory, brother. All right, guys. So I'll take you guys down to the car with me. That way we can chat. A lot of people here, so we're actually leaving we got here at the perfect time and we're leaving at the perfect time.
I need to play.
We got some good pictures while we were here, so I'm excited. Got to use the Polaroid to get good pictures and some selfies. Got to use my other camera to get some good pictures and selfies.
Pero acerquémonos hacia allá. Acerquémonos hacia allá.
All right, let's move. Let me flip you guys back over. Actually, I'm just going to leave you guys like this if that's all right. I know it crops up the thing, but at least I can re-chat and talk to you guys while we're walking down. And then, of course, once we get back into town, we're not going to be using StreamYard, so you guys will have a better streaming experience with chat, as well as, I can zoom in, out. So the streaming experience is going to get a lot better, just like yesterday. But unfortunately, because of the data connection up here, we had to use StreamYard, which thank you, StreamYard, because you allowed us to at least make it work, Could have been better, but at least for the most part, everybody got a good idea of what it was, the view up here and all that. All right, I got everything. I feel like I left or dropped something. All right, let's go. Oh, I got to wait for your comment to go up a little bit further up, wishy bishy, because that referral. Dude, that is crazy how that referral link button is just blocking everything. That's insane. No, I just moved to the other side of the street where I usually am. So, okay. And I was thinking about that too, because I remember you had mentioned something about, they get there early, but I was thinking, well, it's Saturday. Maybe they don't work Saturday, but I see okay, that makes 100% sense. You tie my shoe really quick so I don't trip. Soothing. Well, that's pretty funny. I don't think this one's soothing, my smoker voice that I got, but it's kind of, are you talking to me or Darren? Because my voice, I get, well, that's the first time I've heard that. So that's a compliment because I usually get people that tell me my voice sounds horrible. My shoelace? Oh, I see what's hanging down there. It's from my pant leg. Hold on, guys. Let me just put you guys down for a second. Yeah, this fucking selfie stick is legit, bro. I totally give this a 5 out of 5 so far and would recommend the selfie stick to any. I mean, this is the one I saw the streamers using, so I finally got it and I see why. It's a really good selfie stick because you can use it as a tripod, you can use it as a selfie stick, you can mount a GoPro to it, you can mount your phone to it without having to use an adapter. It's got the 360 swivel head, so you can do portrait and landscape mode. It's got the Cole shoe mount at the top, so you can mount the microphone like I'll be doing. So for just one stick, one accessory, this thing does pack a punch. That is for sure. And it's not very expensive. I think it was just like $23 on Amazon. So very, very affordable. And for what I consider at that price would be like most entry level anything. It's quite a good stick, man. And it feels good. It feels pretty solid. It doesn't feel like it's built cheap. I mean, and I have you on probably one of the biggest phones that are out on the market right now, an S25 Ultra, and I had you all the way up at the top. I had this extended out as high as I could, and I don't know if you guys have ever used a tripod, but when you have the tripods that have a very narrow base, when you have heavy weight at the top and the higher it goes, they're easier to topple over. This thing was solid, man. I had you guys on uneven ground, and I didn't even feel like it was going to topple over. So shout out the Ulanzi or Ulanzi, Ulanzi. They got a lot of different tripod or selfie stick models, but this specific one, I forgot the model number. This one is badass. What up, Jack the Traveler? Well, I got good news for you. We're actually going to be heading from here when we go to Los Angeles to San Fran. We're going to be taking the coastal highway, and I got to do my research, but I'm hoping that the data connection is going to be solid. Because what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to use my GoPro. I'm going to mount the GoPro to the car, and I'm going to run a live stream off the GoPro, and that way you guys can essentially ride along with me, because it's not going to be, it's not going to be mounted inside. It might, but I have the car mount, and I have the safety strap, to mount it actually like on top or on the side of my vehicle, which ultimately gets you that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the GoPro. Worst case scenario, it might be inside the windshield, but I'm going to try my best to mount it on the outside. And you guys are going to go on me on the drive when we drive from LA to San Fran on the coastal highway, the Pacific Highway. So you should be able to see those beautiful views that you're talking about. And of course, we'll stop at one of the little rest stops or a scenic stop and, take pictures and all that shit. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to going on that drive to San Fran. And then, of course, we're going to head from San Fran to the Redwoods. So I heard that was a beautiful drive. Basically you're going into a forest that's located on the sea level. So basically a coastal forest environment. So let me just make sure I didn't leave anything on this bench. Ever since I don't know, I keep saying I left or lost my ID or driver's license. Excuse me. I know exactly what happened. It got kept at one of the dispensaries I was at, and either the lady that helped me never turned it in, or what I'm really hoping she didn't do was keep it purposely so that she could sell it or do something maliciously with it. I'm really hoping that's not going to happen. But either way, long story short, this happened like 2 days before I was going to. That is 100% horrible, because what's the most important thing you need when you go on a trip? A fucking ID. I had to rent a car, so I was already freaking out about the car rental. Okay, hold on. Let's check out what the parking is over here. So for those of you that may come to visit, and they have restrooms. So we're definitely going to wash our hands, utilize the free restroom before we leave. So that's good. They have public restrooms. They do offer park, but it does look like you have to pay. Versus where we were at was free parking. Well, I'm assuming it was free parking. I guess we'll find out here soon when I get down there if I have a ticket or not. But I didn't see any sign. What I've learned from DJ Darren and the street signs is you got to read the sign and read it clearly. It tells you when you can't park. Okay, here we go. So if you want to come all the way, walk to, up here, like I said, LA will, as long as there's parking spaces available, which, it is Saturday at around 9:00 a.m. There still looks like there's a decent amount of spaces left. Time limit. And yeah. So they do have their hands really quick. But anyways, with my driver's license, I had to get one, and in New Mexico, unfortunately, and this probably is how they do it in other states, they print you out a temporary one, so it's on paper. Anything anybody could just print out, basically, and you got to wait 2 weeks for your hard copy to get in the mail. Obviously, I wasn't going to wait 2 weeks to take off on my trip. I already announced it, and obviously, I was just going to take off what I had, which was my paper copy. So Luckily, the rental place takes those paper copies. They are a legitimate form of ID. So there was no problem with that. And everything's worked out great so far. But yeah, worst possible time to lose an ID right before vacation. That's the first thing they do is when they ID you is they give it back to you. So this was a different dispensary that I'd gone to, one that I wasn't very used to. I've been there before, so it's not like it's some shady ass dispensary, but it's not my normal dispensary where I was used to how, this one, they keep it during the whole transaction. So I got a little distracted towards the end talking to the lady. And then I just walked out. I never double checked, until 3 days later when I went to the dispensary again. And then I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my ID or my license. And there I found myself going to the DMV Express and paying $65-$70 for basically a driver's license I should have never lost. So that's my story. All right. I got my Polaroid camera. So hang tight. It's going to go in and out on the walk here. So I left my wallet in Segundo. Does anybody remember that song, Tribe Called Quest? I mean, what a perfect song to think of while we're here in California Beach area, but El Segundo is near the Venice Beach area. Okay, let's make sure I'm walking up the right way because there's a few roads going up this way and I feel like I may be going down the wrong one. Hold on. Is there? Oh my God, dude. Okay, this is going up. No, we came up the road. Yeah, come on, NJ. Your sense of direction is not that bad. Yeah, so we just followed this road. So, yeah, now it's getting crazy coming up here. See, I'm glad we came up when we did. I seem to kind of look out that way for some reason. I always seem to get to these, which is good. I try and I do logistically try to time these out like that. It's not luck, but it is a little bit. I seem to try to get to places before the crowd comes and then always leave right as it's getting really bad. So I guess, let me see when they start charging you for pay. See, like shit like this gets confusing, right? Like, is it here or is it when you're there? Are you paying for park? Is this free parking or paid parking? Because if it was free parking, we could have parked here and been all right. You know what I mean? But hey, I needed the walk anyways. Oh, let's get out of the way. Let's get on this bus's way and get on the sidewalk. Because I don't remember these cars. Yeah. So let's see what this sign says. If this sign says paid parking, then that means that, yeah, you have to pay for this parking here. Yep. So it's a park and pay. So even parking on these hills, you still got to pay $10 an hour. So here, let me give you a motherfucking example of what I was saying earlier, okay? Let me give you an example of what I was saying earlier, and then I'm going to read what you guys are saying in chat, okay? Here's a prime example. So you see how these people are parking here, right? Because they're thinking, oh shit, there's no more parking left at the top, right? So see, and remember, you're paying the same fucking amount, whether you're parking here or you're parking closer to the observatory. So see this lady right now, she's almost causing an accident trying to basically, oh my God, we found a spot, last spot. Oh my God, hurry, get in. I mean, literally, these people are having to go around her, okay? She's going to get hit. When we just came from the top and we know that there's plenty of fucking parking. So I fault everybody in this case because they should have a parking attendant out here telling people, hey, there's still parking up at the top. You know what I mean? And that's usually how they work. They want to fill it up and then fill everything. You know, they kind of want to do this in a system, but here I guess they don't give a shit. But yeah, that's always my example. Don't follow the sheep, man. The sheep sometimes will lead you to get slaughtered, all right? Clearly we know that there's parking spaces up here. So this lady's going to pay the same amount, $10, going to walk her ass all the way up there. She's going to be breathing hard. It could be a guy. And she's going to find out, God damn it, there's parking spaces up there in the same price, and I didn't have to walk. So that's my little just fact. That just basically sums up what I was saying earlier and why I was, trying to explain that to y'all was because, especially if you weren't here earlier, but earlier in chat, I was explaining to people like where we were parked, which is, sometimes, we just automatically assume, that the parking's going to be full because we start seeing people parking, oh my God, people are parking. But, and sometimes that is the case, you got to always have common sense, but please do keep in mind that sometimes there could still be spots that people, because people are just following the sheep, didn't realize there's spots up their left. Anyway, so let me go back to your guys's. So you guys are talking about IDs. So for people that don't know, you can't go the wrong way in California. You're kind of right about that. Eventually, it'll loop back around some point. Very true. DJ Jaren said, for people that don't know, they filmed the Return of Jedi. Oh, that's right. That's kind of what attracted me between, if I can only pick one, Redwoods or Sequoia. They also filmed parts of Jurassic Park, too, in the Redwoods. Little FYI. I am a little bit. Soy un poquito mexicano. Soy medio. Italiano mexicano. 50% italiano, 25% americano, 25% italiano y 50% mexicano. Well, that's nice, wishy bishy. I wish they did work like that in New Mexico. There you go. Left my wallet, El Segundo. Left my wallet in El Segundo. Bumbar says, I forgot my gas card in New Mexico once at some gas station, got it way back. She said, I knew you'd be back. That's pretty legit. That's cool. I'm glad that you got it back. Jack Chowder says, I'm remembering my time in California through your views, NJ. Keep on killing it, bro. I'm with you for the whole trip. Hey, thanks, Jack the Traveler. I love the fact that you're going to be here the whole trip. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm going to keep doing it. Take it off, slow, steady, undress, I'm about to take these pants off here at the bottom of the hill, faux show, because I need to change my undies. And yeah, we're going to do a little since we found a nice quiet spot where we're at and it's free parking. Well, hopefully, I guess we'll find out here in a second. That's why I wanted to take you guys with me, because I said, fuck, I mean, if I'm going to get a ticket, I might as well show everybody that I got a ticket. You know what I mean? So that way you guys know what not to do. So I guess we'll find out here soon. Now, I was kind of rushing, but, at the same time, I was also, doing a little 360 view of everything. And I didn't see a sign that said, you got to pay this, and that. But remember, they sometimes intentionally make it harder to see these signs purposely. Basically they put the sign where legally they meet whatever condition they have to at the bare minimum, let's just say, to where they need to put those signs to where people can see it. Follow me? So they will try to make it purposely as hard to see, so that way you fuck up and they make money off that. A lot of people make money off of tourists that park in fucked up parts, okay? The city, the tow company, you know what I mean? So it benefits, unfortunately, a lot of people except the actual tourist. But what I was going with is let's assume that we didn't get a ticket. Let's assume we got a nice spot where we're at because there was some shade. I am going to do a quick little change of some clothing, do a little dude wipe down. You guys are more than welcome to hang out, and we'll go from there. Now, I'm assuming I'm going the right way. I'm also assuming I'm not walking just completely the wrong motherfucking way, and I'm going to be really fucked here in a second, but I think I'm walking okay so far. Now I am coming to a little bit of a fork in the road here, so I am a little bit worried, but we'll figure it out. Either way, like you said, there is no wrong turn. We just turn around and we figured it out. Now I'm going to start remembering. There's a sign here. So let me remember if I came up to the sign. I have a feeling we came down this way, because I don't ever remember it being ever a downhill. Now we have a downhill. So I think we went down this way. I have a feeling we came from here. Oh, there's a tunnel. Yeah, no, we're right. I didn't realize there was a tunnel right there. Cool. All right, so I'm hoping we're down this way. If not, we'll just turn around and come back up. Now, the one thing I'm starting to notice is there's a hell of a lot more of these paid parking signs here. And I was in a nice spot, so now I'm starting to kind of freak out that maybe I was supposed to pay. But oh well. I'm just trying to figure out, hopefully I'm going the right motherfucking way. I don't remember coming through a tunnel, right? We didn't walk through a tunnel, right? Yeah, no, I would have totally remembered the tunnel because I'd have been like, fuck, I'm going to lose you guys. All right, so let's just keep walking down. Now, here's the thing. I did see that there is free parking here by the observatory. So to my hopefully benefit, I did find the free parking. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna feel pretty fucking stupid if I did get a ticket, because I mean, what else could I have done? I looked everywhere. So I guess we'll find out soon. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little paranoid seeing all these parking signs now that I didn't notice earlier. I guess with it being a little darker. Damn you, fucking you Californian smog, you. Now, if we start walking a little bit too far this way and we don't see my car, then I'm going to know we need to turn around at some point. Because, I mean, it was a walk, but it wasn't like a crazy walk. Oh, man, hold on. There wasn't any other ways to get up to the observatory, was there? Fuck, dude. Oh, well, what the fuck? We need the exercise anyways. Come on, man. If I did get it right, though, I'm going to be so happy, bro. I'll feel like I'm doing good so far. But for some reason, I'm not feeling it. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. God damn it. I don't remember all these parking signs. That's why. We might have even just came down the complete wrong fucking street, period. Shit. All right, let's just see where this goes here. Oh, man. Oh, well. I just hate the hills. I don't mind walking, but it's like the fucking hills, dude. Where are you guys? We're at 50%. All right, we're good. I got the extended battery too. I mean, it was kind of a walk, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, I remember we went around a curve and I was like, oh, there it is, guys. Was it this curve here though? Or maybe it was that tunnel. Hold on, let me just think this through. So I said, oh, look, there it is. As a matter of fact, there it is. Yeah, let's turn around, man. I think it was the tunnel way because I don't remember all these pay here signs, man. I have a feeling I would have been like, oh, fuck, look at all these pay here signs. Yeah, I think we came this way. I'm just not feeling it here. Because I think I would have started like freaking out, like, oh, let's turn around. If anything, you know, we'll find it eventually, but I'm just trying to mitigate not walking as much as I don't need to. Mitigate unnecessary walking. I think that's the word to use. No, I make up a lot of words too. I'm kind of like Ski Mask. I just started making up my own vocabulary at some point and just hoping you guys think I sound smart. What up, Darren? I'm out. Oh, shit. I don't know if I can rewind on my shit, though, because I'm on StreamYard. Watch. And we're going to just here. I have a feeling, hold on. Like we went around the corner and I was like, oh, it's right. Like it was around this corner here. Let's see. I mean, all we can do is just go down and we'll find out here soon. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a theater. Yeah, no, it is here. It is Park Exit Greek Theater. Booyah. So Jack the Traveler, thank you for also like kind of reassuring my decision that we were kind of going on the wrong way, because that's why I turned around. So had it not been for you guys in chat, I probably would have kept going. But no, this is it, because the Greek Theater was down this way. I remember we were parked kind of almost like either we had passed it on the way up or I was parked kind of near it. So yeah, it's this way. We were lost, Kimberly, but at the same time, I hope you guys were enjoying some views. So I might lose you for a second. I just remember going to that's what's going on. The shine light. All right, chat, we back. We're back, chat. So I want to show you guys what we did. I figured it out. So that's why I never remember the tunnel. What happens is it's kind of like that's one way to come out. We went this way. So we did leave the park the wrong way. That's why nothing seemed familiar. So I have found my way back. We found kind of the spot that we're at. But what happened is we came to a fork when we first walked up here. Where we came out of just right now is where we didn't go in this morning. We went up this way. That's why I was like, I never went under a tunnel because one, I would have lost you guys like I lost you just right now going into the tunnel. Now, unfortunately, because I lost you, you didn't hear my attempt at trying to fart and see if it would echo in the tunnel, which it didn't. It was a horrible attempt. One, it could have been a lot louder of a fart, but even if it was loud, I don't think it would have still met the decibel level to have caused an echo. But it was worth the try. But even if I did have it echo, you guys wouldn't have heard it or seen it, so it would have been a fail anyways. But yeah, I figured out what happened here. So all we did was we just came down the wrong way, but eventually we came back to the right way where it forked. But just FYI, if you do find yourself in this situation again, just remember, hey, who said it? There's no wrong way in California. That's true, man. Because even going the wrong way, it still ended up finding us going the right way. That is so fucking wild, dude. That is hilarious. No, and even if I did poop my pants, it's okay because we're doing a man wipes. We're gonna do a little man wipe shower really quick, and then we're gonna change our underwear. I probably need to find a good shower tomorrow, like either at the beach. Oh yeah, we're gonna be at the beach tomorrow, so I can just do kind of like a little beach shower. They don't have like actual showers. They have like the showers that are meant for like, taking the salt water off you. But between like the sinks and those showers, you can make it work. You can get yourself cleaned. Yeah, this is going to be my first time using dude wipes. I usually just bring the regular sanitary wipes, which I do have some with me. But the dude wipes, the reason I went with dude wipes is I figured like in case I can't get a shower, at least the dude wipes, in addition to cleaning, they leave a little bit of a, little good scent. You know what I mean? Versus the sanitary ones, they clean, they sanitize, but that's it. You know what I mean? They don't leave. Although it's kind of like a fake shower, you know, at least I'm kind of faking like that. I did come out of the shower with the little dude scent. Hey, so what's going on with Geezer? Have you guys been following him? He went to New York. I guess it's kind of cool that like a lot of streamers all kind of took off at the same time to do like a little road tour. So I guess Geezer left to New York City and he's been there for a few days. And I saw a clip where I guess he wasn't having very much fun. I mean, what would you expect hanging out at the Mole Mansion, especially if you're Geezer, you know what I mean? Like if you're, if he was expecting it to be quiet and, he was going to just be left alone to do his things, he's crazy, you know what I mean? But either way, it didn't sound like he was having a good time. And he had meant, the last thing I had seen was a clip of him saying he was going to be purchasing a ticket heading back to Las Vegas. He said, I am tired of New York City and fuck y'all. Oh, and he was also complaining, as always, that, I can't do a Geezer impression right now. I got to lock down that voice. But either way, he's always bitching about that. He put in the work and nobody donated. I don't watch him enough to know if that's true or not, which, hey, I can get his gripe, I mean, that is a lot of work and time and money to go to New York City. But, you also kind of got to be nice to your supporters, you kind of just can't demand stuff. But, yeah, I wonder if he actually ended up leaving. Hey, I'll tell you this, Jack the Traveler. When I went to NYC, I had a blast and I did it super cheap. I stayed at a hostel. Let's just put it this way, dude. I went during what was it like March? So the weather was I guess I had just lucked out. I mean, let's just put it this way. I'm a lucky son of a bitch because I always end. I'll give you two examples. So the day I left to California, the very next day, they ended up storms. It got super windy. So there's a lot of sandstorms. Okay. So I would have been stuck in Bumville, New Mexico for 2 days. I would have left a day later. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't wait for the drone to come in because that would have screwed me over, not lying. Also, when I went to New York City, I literally had left there right after they had arrived, right after they had just shitty ass weather, right? So I was there for like 3 days. And then when I left, the shitty. So as soon as good weather, as soon as I left, but I ended up having a great time in New York City. I stayed at a hostel, stayed at the YMCA hostel that's literally right across Central Park. Stone throw. So I got to hang out with all the rich people in Manhattan. Got to hang out at Central Park literally It was I fucking rock New York like I fucking own that place, you know, not trying to sound cocky, man. I walked up into the Trump fucking hotel or whatever it was, you know, everybody was just like standing outside like they couldn't go in. And I said, chat, you want this guy want to go in? And they're like, yeah, go in. Fucking guy opened the door. I didn't think he was gonna let me open up the door, let me right in. Shout out to you, President Trump. That was nice of you to let me in your nice fancy hotel, especially dressed American citizen. So, anyways, yeah, no, a couple of days is okay. I wouldn't do any more than 3 days in New York City. No way, Jose. But I will say this: that hostile, for the most part. I mean, yeah, if you're a female, it might not be your cup of tea, you know, because basically you're sharing. You get your own room. It's not. So I've stayed at hostels where you share a room, and I've stayed at hostels where you get your own room. The YMCA one, they don't have any other option except you get your own room. Okay. The only thing you share is there's a bathroom, obviously a male and female bathroom on each level. So you do share a bathroom and shower area, which I didn't mind. You know what I mean? You know me, I'm an early riser. So when I would go in the morning, there was nobody in the shower and bathroom areas. So they had already just been cleaned. So I was getting basically in a clean bathroom and shower. And, you know, it wasn't busy. So I didn't have to, you know, wait or, you know, I'm basically showering in a shower that's already been used by 5 people and is all nasty and dirty. And you want to know how much I paid? This is the fucking kicker. I paid $89 a night. Okay. That not only included my room, but included access to all of the YMCA, including the 2 pools and the weight rooms. So I had access to 2 pools, mind you, indoor pools, a gym, a big ass gym, not these little shitty hotel gyms. And I had my own room right across from Central Park, man. $89 a night, New York City, Manhattan. Beat that. I don't even think you can get that price now these days. Oh man. All right. So I don't want people to see me getting in my car because they're going to park behind me and think I'm going to be taking off, which I'm not. I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be wiping myself down a bit. So let me just wait for this traffic to just drive by and then I'm going to jump in the car. Because if they see me get in the car, they're going to go, and I don't want them waiting. Okay, let's go in the car. Let's go in the car. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I guess when I go in the car, it just guess being in the car fucks with the reception. So let me just get my keys. Not right now. I'm not. You're welcome. Should I just wipe myself later? God, no, we're gonna do it here. I feel like a dick doing it because they're. I mean, if she wants to hang out there, I'm gonna just wipe down. Let me tell her. All right, on a parking spot. I just told her that if she waits just a few minutes, I'll be done. But all right, so let me show you guys what I'm doing here. I'll put you guys on the tripod. All right, so let's do. Oh, I shouldn't have opened my dude wipes like that, but okay, no worries. I'll just tape it up. Do not open up your dude wipes like that. Because you got to reseal it. That's all right. It's going to be a good wiping down. Start with the head. Get the old ears. Not bad. Look at, they're not even dirty, like nasty dirty. So that's good. Oh, you got to get behind the ear. Always got to get behind the ear.
Did you just get here or are you getting ready?
I'm going to leave, but it's going to probably be like 10 minutes. Okay, cool. I'll be quicker. All right. So for the sake of not being a dick, just finish up here and then we're going to let this guy park right here. I can do this at the other place. I just want to at least get my armpits before I left. All right, cool. We're good. Let me move my shit. Oh, let me get some of this. Get a little breakfast with you so we can eat in the car. And we's out. Get my keys. All right, ladies. To another nice family. These people are about to fight over this guy asking first. God damn it. I fucking hate me as people. Hook this guy up in the spot, next spot, man. And guess what? You ain't gonna pay no $10. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hopefully, get out. You're gonna get in. These people are gonna fight. They're gonna cause me to get in that. Drown if I'm giving you the spot. Hold on. No, they're not being rude to me. They're being rude to the guy that asked me for my parking spot. You realize there's not even going to be a spot that's why I wanted to chill there, but I was already getting like just the amount of people are you gonna, and that's why I should have just sat in the car, but it was uncomfortable in the car. I don't care. But just to find another spot around here, just fucking park for 1 second is almost impossible, bro. This place is crazy. So just give me a second. I'm going to just get the fuck out of this basic area. We're going to find just a spot to kick back for a second. There's some shade here. I'm going pulling up here. Hell yeah, here we go. I found some. Fuck yeah. Even if it's not a parking spot, I'm going to be here temporary. I don't give a fuck. Let me just look. There's one right in front of me that I should actually, let's go to the one in front. I could parallel park there, but I like to be under the shade. There we go. See, my parallel parking's on point. This reminds me, remember when we went to the Arizona trip? That one crazy place? Remember where you couldn't find any parking, and then I looked down and I was like, oh, yeah. All right, well, my parallel is kind of on point, but could use some work. Definitely use some work. Well, the guy got rude when he started. I think it was because people were like getting on him. So then he was kind of getting on me to where he wouldn't even let me back out. You know, that's why I yelled, yo, you're going to let me, how the fuck am I going to even let you the spot if I can't even back out? So he had to kind of back out a bit. And then while he's letting the room to back out a bit, people are trying to just like cut in front of him. So that's when I was like, hey, it's his spot, but you can deal with it. I'm not fighting your fight for you, bud. I'll help you out as much as I can, but you got to fight your own fight for that spot now. Hell yeah. That was the LA fucking experience right there, baby. But you know what? That's why they say, you know, if you want to avoid shit like that, that's why you pay money, right? If you want to be not being cheap, I don't want to pay money for parking if I don't have to. But unfortunately, when you don't pay for anything, you have to deal with the public, right? That's why celebrities don't fly in, well, some celebrities do, but most celebrities don't fly public. You know, they have to fly private. It's usually because there's other reasons, not because they're trying to be cool. It's just because, you know, depending on the celebrity, you could have a bunch of people just rushing you for autographs, just being kind, and that could cause a scene and something shuts down the airport, right? Now you can't even fly out. So, oh, we almost just saw an accident right now. Holy shit, this is crazy, dude. But yeah, it's just an observatory, bro. I'm almost afraid to go to the fucking car pits now. Holy shit. But if we can't find free parking, I have no problem paying because I ain't going to be dealing with no bullshit. But we found a nice little park. We found some shade. So let me just clean myself up a bit. As I have a feeling as we get closer to La Brea, the tar pits, it's not going to be as easy anymore to find parking. So Sorry, I'm just pounding down a little breakfast bar. Dude, I think it's more of a candy bar. But my God, is it good? If this is actually kind of healthy for you, holy shit, bro. It can't be healthy for you. No way you can have something taste this good and sweet and it be healthy. But it is marketed as a cereal bar. I don't know how they got away with that, but I'm just glad we got the fuck out of there. It's basically a very tiny space with a lot of people trying to get into it. So, oh man, I might as well set the fucking tripod here. You guys are going to see an accident here in probably 10 minutes. I'm not even joking with you. I hope it doesn't. I think that's stupid if somebody really got in an accident over that, but that's the second person I've almost seen just get hit. They for whatever reason, they merge into this lane here and they don't look to see if somebody's in the lane. Anyways, let me get you on the tripod. Let me just finish up changing and then we're going to head to the tar pits. I might as well just take you guys. Let me get you on the fucking, on the extended battery. So let me do some things here. Just be patient with me because you guys know I'm not one of these. I don't do 24/7 streams. So I'm kind of just, I'm prepared for them. I got all the stuff to do one, but just give me a second to get this all hooked up. All right. Tripod. Where'd I throw them? And see, and then when they're rushing you like that, I almost felt like I left something. You know what I mean? And that's what I didn't want to do is leave something important. You know, their asses ain't gonna be, hey, you left this guy. They'll be like, hey, this asshole. We rushed him out and he left his wallet. Score. All right. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. It's a beautiful little park. Matter of fact, shit. I wouldn't mind even just staying here for half the day and taking a nap and chilling. All right. So I guess, how are we going to work this here? Oh, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Fucking idiot. I'll just get a larger cable. Why make this difficult? I have plenty of. That's why I bought 10-foot cables, 5-foot cables, 3-foot cables. So I have to deal with this shit. All right. Let me get you on a cable and we're good. I take that back. I guess the meth heads do actually end up making it over this way at some way. I just ran into our first California meth head out here screaming and yelling. All right, you guys are charging up. Get you guys on the... Oh, shit. You just kick something? Oh, this guy's going to get arrested here in about 5 minutes, bro. He's going around kicking shit right now, and this is a touristy place with a bunch of tourists. You're not going to get away with that here. Guy sticks out like a sore thumb. That's why I was like, oh, this is nice. There's no meth. Oh, there he is. There's no meth heads. No, one of them somehow made his way up here. He took the wrong turn, man. I-10 West is this down this way, homie. You're going up towards the observatory. Oh, dude, that boy makes it up there. We're going to see that. I guarantee you're going to see here in about 10 minutes, 3 cop cars heading that way. Just watch. Mark my word. Mark my word. No, my first one here. Up here in the observatory area where it was like all nice and touristy and big rich houses. Like you basically have to go through like a nice richy neighborhood to even get to this spot. You know what I mean? I'm actually surprised I even found this little spot here. Look at there. I was parked right there under that shade, but I was kind of worried that was not a spot. So I'm right here. Now I'm sure, oh, there's a sign right here. Watch, let's read the sign. I'm sure I'm not supposed to be here like very long, but like I said, we're not going to be. All right, so let me shut my door here. The one thing I'm learning is we're not back in New Mexico. Boy, even New Mexico's not safe either. Albuquerque's horrible. You don't even leave, you don't want to leave shit out either. Probably just as bad as San Fran is when it comes to like parking and all that shit. Not parking, like finding it, but like leaving stuff and people breaking into your shit. All right. So let's see what the sign says. So it says tow away temporary. Oh shit! It says no stopping. 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. April 20th and 26th. What's the date today? The 12th and 26th. Today's the 19th. So we can park here. This is how these signs work, right? So to make it easy on you, it tells you what you can't do. So this is how you read it. So no stopping. So you can't be stopped here. Obviously, you see cars, right? So you got to say, okay, well, hold on. They're here for a reason. It's telling you you can't be here from this time, 3 p.m. to 1 a.m., but also that's just on these two dates. So I guess they probably they do something, okay? But basically, you can park anytime you want here, except from 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. from April 12th and the 26th. If I'm reading that right, DJ Darren. Which, if that sounds right, is that saying that this is a 24-hour zone in a car? DJ Darren, I think I might have found a new RV zone for you, bro. I didn't see no sign that said no RV, huh? Yeah, I thought it was saying from the 12th. No, it said and. So basically, it looks like you can, if you were in an RV and there's a spot, based on what I've read, I think you can RV camp here publicly for free. That's kind of like a unicorn here in Los Angeles, my man. So based on what I've been told. Hey, Darwin, I think it's going to get interesting. Let's just put it this way. DJ Darren said that tomorrow on 420 Venice Beach it's probably one of the busiest days in Venice Beach, which it was already busy on a non-busy day. So I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be lit. We're going to have so many people. Well, not like crazy amount of people, but it's going to be fun. You're going to have a lot of people coming together that usually probably wouldn't come together to celebrate a cool day. Streamers, friends, viewers, random public people that we don't know. It's going to be fun, man. So I don't think we got to pay. Where I'm going with that is I don't think we got to pay anybody or anything for any type of content tomorrow. I think you guys will have a fun time watching and getting to participate and hang out and chat. And for those of you that are able to make it, even you'll have even a funner time. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a fun time. I can't wait to meet everybody. All right, let's finish up our dude shower really quick. And then we're going to get the hell out of here. I want to get going. I mean, we're in no rush, really. You know, we got all day, all night. You know, Hollywood don't close down. Now, I'm not a 24-hour streamer. I'll try my best to take you guys for the day today, but I need to get some sleep at some point. So no, we're not going to be doing no like crazy shit tonight. Tomorrow is probably going to be the most craziest of any days is going to be. And I don't see why it would be. I'm not going to be, you know, maybe I'll have a beer or something, but I'm not going to get all, you know, I'm definitely going to get but and I'm not a babysitter. I don't do babysitting. I'm 40 years old. StreamYard thing is how the chat disappears. Like if you're not doing anything active, I gotta shut my doesn't matter now, but I got to take off my phone lock, I guess is what it is. That way the screen stays up. All right, let me finish just cleaning my armpit area. I just want to change my undies, put some shorts on, and then we're out. I'll put you guys on the mount so you guys can go on the drive with me. That way you guys get an idea of kind of the California traffic, which on a Saturday, I would hope it's not going to be crazy bad, but. Oh, somebody's roasting one up. I can smell it. Give me the light, catch the drone. Some guy has a little tent set up there and a barbecue. You know what I mean? Like, this is a chill little spot, bro. You got some shade. You're right before the observatory. Oh, I need to wipe my feet off. I know my feet are going to be gross, bro. To be honest with you, these dude wipes, they leave a little bit of a scent. Yes, we're gonna loser. Oh, sorry. I think we're back. There's my bucket now. God damn it, dude. I'm losing my motherfucking mind here sometimes, bro. I don't know what you guys have in the air in California, but it fucks with my memory. It's the weed. It's all that smog, bro. Smog's fucking with my mind. Just my mind. But we're gonna be going. Oh my god, why I hate. What is this stupid referral link thing, dude? Fuck you, StreamYard, and your referral link thing fucking up my comment section. God damn it. We're gonna be going here pretty soon. I don't know why it posts that. Just ignore that stupid shit. We're gonna be going to right now the tar pits here. Is what we got going on, and then we're going to Hollywood. Let's get your ass to Hollywood if you want to meet up, loser. Oh, there's my bucket. Let's put. You know what? We're gonna organize everything since we're in a nice spot, some shade, and then we're gonna go. All right. Oh, I did bring my journal stuff. It's in my bag. Yay! I was worried I didn't bring my journal stuff with me. I did. Hell yeah. I haven't had any time to do any journaling, but I'm sure I'll find some, especially once we get to the redwoods and more of my outdoor time. You guys doing all right in chat? All right, I'm just organizing and we're about ready to head out here. We're going to be going to the next spot here on the list. I just found a good spot to organize, so I just figured let's take advantage. And I wanted to do this up there. That would have been a nightmare, bro. We would have literally started a fight, which I don't know how that would have happened. But the way these people were fighting for those spots, there probably would have been somebody that would have started a fight with me saying, how dare you do this? You know, and while people could have that spot, it's like, well, it's a public spot. I want to sit here for 5 hours. I can, you know what I mean? But I can guarantee you there would be people rioting the fact that I'm just taking my sweet time for what was considered a prime spot. Got plenty of water. Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. I want to drink this before I brush my teeth. It's time for energy drink time. Cheers, my energy drinkers. It's time to get monstered. You know what happens when I drink a monster? That's when tumbleweed comes out. Tumbleweeds in the house. All right. That's organized. That's kind of organized. What do I want to put on top of that that's heavy? Let's put this. At least I can access that through the other side as well. Shit. God damn it. There we go. Okay, let's put this bag in next. Put that right there. All right, we're getting there. Oh man. Ah, I just spilled my energy drink, but at least it didn't spill on any gear, it just spilled on my foot. Man, I saw that coming from a mile. But at least it didn't get on any gear, so that is okay, man. I would take that. I would take that foul, party foul. All right, so we're gonna put clothes over here. Let's put this sleeping bag. My sleeping bag got wet. I think my cooler started dumping water. I don't know how. We'll put you there. We'll put this back here. Put our food bags. Actually, we could start consolidating food bags. Oh, we're gonna have PB&J sandwiches for lunch today. I'm not gonna waste any money on food today. I've kind of spent a lot of money on unnecessary food the last 2 days, which I was fine with because we got it on the run. Basically, I was having I had a dinner with the Riverside guys and lunch with DJ Darren yesterday. Those are different. I don't mind spending money on food for like that, but just like, just me, wanting to eat. Yeah, I'm going to make me a PBG sandwich before I pay $10 for like a Mickey D's or something like that. Hey, good morning. How are you, sir? Enjoying the beautiful day, huh? I know. That's why I was glad to see it come out today. It's gorgeous. What was that? Hey, we're happy 420. Oh yeah. This guy I just met right now told me that this place gets popping for 420, bro. I want to have $2 get me some beer. Oh well. Yeah. I think he's trying to get some 422 off me, but I ain't got none to share. Otherwise, I would. I unfortunately just have my E pen. I don't have any like actual chronic on me. Which tomorrow I want. I don't want to be smoking no distillate tomorrow. I want to be smoking some fucking blunts or some joints, some big old doobies tomorrow. Some good, fucking fresh, fucking good tasting chronic, bro. Some of that Cali shit, bro. I'm excited. All right, so let's go to the trash can, dump this, and we are out. Actually, I wonder why my cooler was leaking water. I want to make sure there's no hole in here. Some shit. Oh man, yeah, we need to get some ice. Ice in here. I don't want my Hershey's s'mores. Oh, dude. Oh, we can't have fires in Venice. But maybe we'll figure out a way we can have these s'mores. How did some water already get in here? Dude, how's the water getting in this shit? As long as it didn't get in my chocolates, we're good. It's like fucking gold right here, baby. What you know about the Hershey's caramel mint specifically for s'mores, bro? Yeah. Thanks, loser. Oh, hey, I appreciate that. And I got you, bro. I'll get you some dinner, some lunch, whatever, man. A beer, whatever. I also brought you a button, too. I think I already sent you one, but in case I didn't, I brought buttons for everybody that wants a button. I think I gave one to Eric, but I forgot to give one to Mike. So note to self, if we go back and visit with the RV, I got to give Mike a button. If he wants one. And I got to give DJ Darren a button, but I'll see DJ Darren tomorrow. I was slacking on the button giving away yesterday. I was just having such a good time in Venice, man. My mind was just out in the beach, man, enjoying the people watching. It was badass. Hey, thanks, Loser-O, man. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. You don't even understand. Like, I mean, I guess, if you're not a pothead, it's not a big deal. But to be here in LA, like for me, I consider LA like the birthplace of like, dispensaries, birthplace. I consider, LA for dispensaries, but California as a whole, and I know people will disagree with me depending on where you're at in the country, but for me, being in the Southwest, I've always looked at California as the birthplace of some of the finest cannabis. Now I know that you could say that Europe's got some pretty nice gnarly shit in Amsterdam, but commercial sales, getting the fucking whole dispensary legalization of cannabis fucking going, I give props to California for starting that and getting the ball going. And so I've always looked at the state of California as like the hometown for cannabis. And LA is the largest city in California. So generally your largest city is going to be home to some of your best of the best. So I'm very excited to be here and very excited to be here for 420 and excited to be at Venice Beach for 420, bro. It's like literally I'm possibly, and I know people will argue, but we are possibly looking at being at one of the awesomest spots to be in for 420 in the whole fucking country, possibly the world. So for a guy like me from a little town in New Mexico, hey, I'm excited. All right, so we dumped our cooler. Let's put our shit back in there. Yeah, and that kind of sucks because I feel bad. I remember watching a documentary about how that kind of pushed out a lot of the little like home growth, a lot of the little farmers and stuff, and how it made it so difficult for them to get their licensing that they just had to basically either grow illegally or just shut down their farm, and it was sad because a lot of those people were just basically doing it to, feed their family, you know what I mean, and smoke some weed. That was it. And they grew really good shit that didn't have chemicals in it that they actually cared for. And that helped a lot of people. Once you start going commercially, you got to realize corporations are always trying to figure out ways to cut corners to save money. It's always about the money. They could care less about the product or the people. Now, some I'm not going to speak for all corporate companies that are in the cannabis industry, but there are quite a bit that, you're always going to find a little bit better product from the people that have grow in smaller batches, that have done it for longer, that, know what they're doing. Corporate just outsources. They don't know the growers. They don't know much, some may, but for the most part, they're just outsourcing shit. You know what I mean? Guy that owns the company's probably never even been to the fucking farm where that weed that he's selling is being grown from, Plus, the enjoyment and personal gratification and satisfaction that I got from growing my own weed last season was awesome. I mean, it's just a whole nother level I can't even describe, you know? So I'm really excited this season because, I mean, I would say I probably was definitely in the like amateur grow area last season, and that's my ability and the seeds I was using. This season, I'm excited because I feel I've got a little bit more experience under my belt. Still an amateur, don't get me wrong, but I'm very excited because I was gifted some really good cannabis seeds and I was gifted some really nice clones. So this year I'm really excited or season to, for smoking the harvest, and actually seeing what difference is from good quality seeds and cannabis to what I would consider, commercialized normal dispensary seeds and cannabis. Don't get me wrong. My bud last year I grew was damn good. I mean, it was definitely dispensary grade and worthy and was very good shit. But I'm looking for. I think this shit's gonna be even better. So that's what I'm saying, and I'm very much looking forward to that. All right. Sorry, I could be talking and walking at the same time. My bad. So let's put the cooler back. I just want to dump my trash. I should have fucking took a piss while we were at the public bathroom up there, but at the time I wasn't feeling it. Now I am. But no worries. I have a water bottle. We may just do the old water bottle technique, or we may just hold it until we get to the Bray tar pits. But that a little rough. Hey, who's throwing fucking banana peels under my tires trying to set me up? Somebody sneak over here, and while I wasn't looking, just try to fuck me up? I'm just kidding. It's probably my banana peel. All right, I see a trash can over there. Excellent. Let's go through our trash. Let me see what's chat saying. Mother's coming from the seed. Who knows, man? There's a lot behind it, and whether we'll know it all, I doubt. I might get a little buzz tomorrow, man. I might get a little buzz tomorrow. Sorry if I'm missing some of your questions too in chat because, I'm trying to do some things at the same time, but I kind of glanced through some of them really quick. But yeah, no, I might. We'll see about tomorrow. You got to remember, here's the big thing. I'm responsible for a lot of things, including myself. I've got a very expensive vehicle I'm responsible for, got a lot of gear I'm responsible for, and getting drunk does not help, okay? Also, I have to, in LA, I don't have a place to go to, right? So I have to have the ability to drive, you know what I mean? We get kicked out of Venice Beach. I can't be just fucking wasted and be like, oh yeah, I'll just leave my car on the just side, let it just get towed, fuck it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that goes behind it, like, and honestly, just logistically and everything I have responsibility wise, it doesn't even at that point even make it fun for me, so we'll see about it. But truthfully, if it's not going to be fun for me to drink, then I'm not going to do it, I also got to be on my toes because unfortunately I have a lot of people that supposedly make threats and want to hurt me, which, they never come through and they're just a bunch of fucking shit talking keyboard warriors. But as I always preach, keep that head on a swivel, check your six, and always love somebody. Now you can be drunk, as a matter of fact, when I'm a funny, loving type of drunk. So I'm always giving out love when I'm drunk, but, a lot of people are angry drunk. So, see, you can't even do that. You definitely can't be on your toes when you're drunk. And you definitely can't be checking your six if you're passed out. So, I kind of got to live what I preach. But don't get me wrong. You guys have seen when I have my drinking streams, but I'm at home. I have a good time. I'm a fun guy. But, it's a little bit different beast when you're kind of out on your own in the world that, although these people, people might be my friends. People might, say they like me. I don't really know anybody here, So just certain things I always just keep in the back of my mind. But I'm a very trusting person. Once I get to know somebody, I will be your friend. I will get your back. I'm one of those type of people. And unfortunately, I've been fucked over by a lot of people, which kills it. I'll definitely say it's ruined a lot of probably a lot of friendships that I could have had with a lot of great people because I just refuse to trust people now as much as I did back then, But I'm starting to open up a little bit now. I've met a lot of great people since, like my last fucking fuck up with these just crazy fucking rogue mods like Ono, and I won't even mention some of the other names, Jersey and all those other nutbags. But, you know, with time passes, you forget about those people and what they did. And I've met a lot of great people. So, you know, we move on. But, you know, I'm not going to lie. You know, there was a lot of shit that was done to me by people that, you know, claim that they care, they love me, they're my best friend. And after that, I just was like, fuck this shit. Internet's just bullshit. Which, for the most part, it is, man. I always tell people, don't, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth, man. And I'm preaching from experience. Don't ever trust you know, don't even trust me. Yeah, you know, you shouldn't even trust me. Although I will now, I'm a trustworthy person, and you should always trust me. But that's really his case, man. You can't trust anybody. I've had people that I literally thought were some of the greatest people that, even from the beginning, their intentions were to trick me as a person that liked me, with the whole intentions of just trying to fuck me in this channel over, which is nuts. You know, you're talking like some fucking tactics of like people trying to take over a country shit. I'm like, bro, it's just a stupid little, not stupid, but it's just a size wise is why I'm calling it stupid. It's just a little channel, man. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, enough of that. I don't want to be negative. Like I said, I'm excited to meet everybody. I love people. I've met a lot of good people here already. And I'm excited. Can't wait. All right. So we dumped our trash. I think we're ready to roll out, guys. Let me just set you guys up. Again, I'm going to restart the stream. I guess when I can. It's weird. It's like 4G over here. So I don't know. You know what? No, here's what we're going to do. That's stupid because then I'm fucking around and I'm driving and I don't want to mess with the stream. So I'm going to end the stream now. And then when I get to the La Brea Tar Pits where I can restart a good stream when I have the good data, then I'll see you back. Because I know what's going to happen now is if I try to, you know, restart the stream and it starts, say we get into a little part, you know, maybe it's good now, but it's still fucking up here in a little part. It's just going to be going intermittent. I'm going to have to restart it anyways again when I get to the tar pits. And it's just stupid, you know? So I might as well just give you guys a little break, maybe a little 30-minute to an hour break. I'm literally just driving straight over there. So that's about the time it's going to take me to get there. And I'll restart the stream under a Prism stream where I can, you know, actually, we'll see without TTS working, and we can actually zoom in and zoom out and have a better streaming experience when we're at the La Brea Tar Pits. But before I end this stream, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything or any questions in chat. All right, God, dude, this stupid referral link is driving. Okay, I'm sorry, StreamYard, but thank you for like working in the situation we are. But StreamYard sucks on the mobile device, bro. It's fucking horrible. Okay, cool. I think it's basically everything I was kind of talking about. I didn't see any other. I mean, I'm sorry if I did miss a question, but hopefully I'll catch it at some point today. So yeah, everybody. Oh, you know what? I forgot the settings. I can, instead of having to flip it over, I can do this. And just change the camera mode back to front facing. So my friends, oh, it's okay. No, StreamYard sucks. On mobile device. StreamYard, I love you on the desktop, but mobile, only reason I was using you is because you only work when they have a bad connection. But other than that, all right, guys, I got you guys facing me now. I want to say personally, thank you guys for joining me on this what started as an early morning stream for us on the West Coast. I know for my East Coast friends is already like, you know, 8-ish, 9-ish when we started. But thank you guys for joining me. The fun will continue. We're headed to our next destination. When I get there, I will start up another stream and we'll continue the fun. So basically, we're going to be going to the tar pits, and then from there, we will head over to Hollywood Boulevard and pretty much finish the day there. We may run into Billy, may run into Loser O, whoever wants to come down and say hi. I mean, you can come down today if you're in the Hollywood area. You can come down tomorrow to Venice. You know, either way, I'm here. So yeah, I'll start a new stream once I get to the La Brea Tar Pits. I'll see you guys there. And like I said, it's going to be a lot better quality than all this you see right now. This is just kind of a on the fly. It worked. It was kind of like a Band-Aid. You know what I mean? Using the StreamYard mobile platform, but it worked. Hopefully you guys got to experience the Observatory at the best of the experience I could give you guys. I would have rather been able to shoot that off a prism and, zoom in and all that shit. But we tried, and at least we were able to run a stream. So I'm happy. But I promise you, assuming, which I'm sure we will have a good data connection down there. It's in the city. We should have a way better streaming experience once we get there. Okay, we'll see you in a little, guys. Be safe. Go do what you need to do. That way, when you get back, you can hang out for the rest of the afternoon. And see you in a little. NJCourts is officially out. Now I got to figure out how to end this stream on this here. Okay, yeah, there's the end button. Peace.